Hello, everyone. Please, as we always do, tell us how our audio is and how the picture is and if everything's okay, because it could be shitty. Oh my phone beeped. You know why it beeped? Because it just told me that we're live. So what we're going to do is fiddle with the computer a little bit here, and then we're going to see if you guys are responding. We're a little early. We want to make sure that our audio's okay and all that good stuff. So you tell us. And Heidi wants to screw with this and pull around. And of course, we're the same way. Yeah, we're actually out in the RV. We got the heat turned up in here. The temperature has dropped considerably. And we want to make sure that we stay toasty while we talk to you guys. Because it's been a little while since we talked to you. I honestly can't remember the last time that we spoke.
It's 36 degrees.
Well, it's 36 degrees outside, but not in here, that's for sure. So let me just fool with the computer because Heidi wanted to not pay attention what we were doing.
You're having an awful hard time.
Okay, so we got the mute on. Everything looks good. Okay, looks you look and sound great. Thanks, Sully. I don't know if I look great. I don't know if Heidi looks great. I don't know. She looks awesome most of the time, but camping. No, we're not camping. Yes, we are thinking about spring. That's for sure. Thanks, Karen. Wow, that is a huge name. Marialina? 64 in Houston. Heavy coat weather here. We just, like Heidi had just said, we just dropped the 36 degrees.
64, so, we might not have a jacket on.
Yeah, we wouldn't have a jacket on. Not at this time. We're acclimated to much colder weather. That's the one thing that you'll find that whenever you live in the north, after you got, well, even down there, if you get a series of cold days over and over and over and over again, like even 50 degrees feels really warm compared to, 20 degree, 30 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree. St. Joseph, Michigan. Warm and foggy in Hershey, PA. Yes.
We had that earlier.
We had that. Yeah, we did have that earlier. So what I want to do, if you guys can just bear with us just for a second, I'm going to rub my microphone, make sure that you're hearing us separately. So here's mine being scrubbed. Tell me if you hear that, and then I'll have Heidi rub on hers. She has hers like pointed to Mars, even though we're trying to look somewhere else.
Can you hear me?
Houston. Yeah, yes, right. Sweatshirt. 32 and snowing. Yeah, we our snow is just kind of on and off here. We're in pretty good shape. Yay, both. Good. Scrubby and rubby. So like I said, we're a little bit early. We were supposed to go on at 7, and I don't know, we just decided not to. To come out a little bit earlier than we were sitting in the house, and I said, let's get this thing rolling. So I expect a lot of people to pick up here when we were actually supposed to be on. Daddy is here in KFC. We had CM here telling us that we needed to do a live chat about a week and a half ago.
And somebody
else asked for a long video.
Yep.
Yeah, which, sure, why not? Belton, hey, Doug. Hey, Doug, I know that you had offered for our son to head that way, and you might be able to give him a place to park. We talked with him, and he is still kind of wanting to go towards Florida from last I heard. So we'll get in touch with you if he changes his path. But he's still hanging out the house, and I don't even know what he's doing. We talked about that. I need to get Heidi's microphone where it's actually going to maybe point at her mouth.
Yes, we did have a nice holiday.
Thanks, Doug. We do appreciate it. And like I said, we'll have to see if it happens. Number one fan, yeah. You're usually the number one commenter first. Almost always first. Yeah, our holiday was it was good. It was very uneventful.
It was kind of relaxing.
Yeah, it was probably the least hectic holiday that we've had.
Right.
We only had a couple places we had to go. We had plenty of time. Heidi had taken time off. I think that had a lot to do with it. Hi, Ron. So yeah, that was nice. So you're in Kentucky and it's 39. Yeah, we're only about 3 degrees colder. Right now in the RV, I don't know if you can hear it. We have our little Pelonis heater on just to kind of maintain some temperature. If it gets a little bit too noisy, we'll go ahead and cut it off. But we did turn on the furnace in the RV about an hour ago. Has it been an hour?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, and it was 41 in here, and now it's 76. So we got plenty of temperature going on in here. Stayed home and had some drinks.
We did that.
Now that's not true for New Year's Eve. Heidi has her hands full with me, and she knows it. Anytime that I drink, now we had a couple drinks tonight, which, you know what's kind of funny? How many of you actually think that we're like heavy drinkers or something?
We're not.
I've never really thought about it, but it seems like that a lot of times when we're doing live chats and stuff like that, we've had drinks.
Most of the time we don't have anything going on.
Yeah. So anyways, but New Year's Eve, I talked her into having a drink at the house, and then I had a drink or two. Then I said, listen, when you come, you were working that day. You got off early, right, on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
And then she had to work the next day at New Year's Day. Anyways, I convinced her then, let's go to the local bar because they got a DJ there. We like the bar. And, no, sounds normal to me. We then, and even though this area is not known for it, we did catch a lift. It was the guy's very first lift drive ever. Because we were hungry and we didn't want to eat anything at the bar. We had some mushrooms. They weren't very good. Just so happened that day it wasn't good. And I had a drink there. But anyways, I always like to go do stuff. So we had the Uber guy drive us, or the Lyft guy drive us into Alliance. The Mexican restaurant we wanted to go to was closed. We had him just drop us off there. We walked across the street. That place the kitchen was closed. The bar was open, but by then we had plenty of alcohol in us. So we decided just to get a hotel room that was close. And anyways, roundabout, all kinds of stuff going on. We ordered pizza. Our son had came up, dropped off clothes, but in the meantime, Heidi decided she had not drank hardly anything at all. So she drove our son back home, brought the car back to the hotel. We crashed for the night. Next morning, she got up, went to work. I walked her to work, got her car, and then drove home. I slept for a while, and then picked her up later at work, and that was the extent of it. It really sucks whenever you're out kind of rural to catch a lift or an Uber. I mean, our evenings and our whole situation and our nights out would be so much easier if we knew for a fact we could not only catch an Uber to get to the place, but we could get an Uber home or a Lyft home too. We usually can get somebody to drive us to wherever we want to go, but usually I like to go once I have a couple drinks in me. And I like to leave that place and go to the next place, and the next place, and the next place. And I don't know why that is, but not having Lyft or Uber, that kind of sucks. Now, when we're out traveling around, Um, it's always been pretty good. Most of the places we've stayed.
Right.
Yeah, she had to work Uber New Year's Day, but you get a bonus or something, don't you, for working New Year's Day?
Yeah, I worked open to close on New Year's Day. That way I knew that everybody else could have a good evening, and I didn't figure we were going to do anything.
Oh, she says she had a kiss at midnight. Health stuff. Heidi goes back to the doctor on Tuesday. Monday. Sorry, this Monday coming up.
Yeah.
41 in Missouri. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's much warmer there than it is here.
Ow, you're pulling my hair.
I meant to do that.
Stop it.
I didn't know I was pulling your hair.
Every time we did that.
Damn, Mike's still a party animal. No, I just like to...
He just likes to go.
I don't know what the deal is. And I do like to go... Every place we go, I like to have a drink. It gets to be a real issue sometimes. I don't know
I need to
why.
start taking his cell phone from him.
Yeah.
His wallet from him. I usually have it anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, oh, my goodness. He just wants to go. And I'm like,
Northwoods RV life. Howdy. Yeah. Go. Pickle 85 says, sounds like me. I don't know why. I want to... It's like once I get... Honestly, I mean, as a self-assessment of my psyche or whatever, whenever that goes on, I think it's because I'm in a really good mood and I want to do as much as I can while that mood is going on. That's all I can guess. I really don't know. But I've been like that for, oh my God, years. It's been like that for a long time. I mean, it's just, you get a couple of good hard drinks in me and I want to start doing stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why it is. I think there might be a part of it kind of like, when you got a little kid, like an infant, that is fighting sleep. They don't want to go to sleep.
That's you.
So they kick and scream and stuff because they're trying to stay awake. I don't know if that's the case with me. It could be that I'm fighting the urge to just kick back and relax and say, okay, I had a couple drinks, I'm done. And instead try to keep myself awake. Like I said, I have no idea.
That's funny.
What's the difference between a travel trailer and a fifth wheel? Fifth wheel's easier to tow. Fifth wheel's usually more expensive overall. I think fifth wheels might be built slightly better.
Some.
Some. But I think the framework, no. I don't know. Fifth wheel, you lose the bed of your truck. You don't have really a lot of storage in your bed because you use the fifth wheel hitch and it takes up so much room. You can't have a cap on your truck or anything like that because of a fifth wheel. Fifth wheel, up until maybe 10 years ago, had a better floor plan, I think. It seemed like they always had really good floor plans, but a lot of the travel trailers do now.
Like this is
the same. Yeah, this is a fifth wheel floor plan that we have in this RV, even though it's a travel trailer. Fifth wheels were characteristically known as having better storage. Fifth wheels are taller. Let me think.
Are they wider?
No, they're about the same.
About the same.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a preference thing. Barefoot Adventures. Howdy. Yeah, we have been strangers. We haven't been on. Now, one of the things we wanted to talk about while we got everybody kind of chiming in here, and eating KFC buffet. Thank you. Thumbs up. Awesome. One of the things we want to talk about is, of course, something we mentioned in previous videos. We do have a little trip that we're getting ready to take. 8th, and I'm talking about next week. The 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. And we'll be coming home on the 12th. We for those dates though, 8, 9, 10, 11, we're going to be in the Cleveland area or the Middleburg Heights area. We're going to be going to the Cleveland IX RV show. I'll try to capture as much video as I can while we're up there. But yeah, if anybody wants to bump into us, just shoot us an email or Facebook message or whatever floats your boat. We'll try to, we'll try to accommodate. But we will be at the show on and off during those days. Some days we might be up there longer, shorter. Who knows? I really don't know.
Is it Wednesday, Thursday? They don't open till noon?
I don't remember.
Well, I'm going to look right now.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I knew that for a few days ago. And then
Northwest Arkansas. Oh, that's Arkansas. How was dinner? Dinner when we all went out? Is that when you was talking about, Karen?
No.
How was dinner? Is she talking about?
No.
When's she talking about
Tonight.
how was dinner? Oh, how was dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Did you talk about dinner?
Yeah, I posted that on.
Oh, it was very good. I wasn't hungry until I seen the steak that Heidi had cooked.
Yeah, it doesn't open until noon
Oh, okay.
on
That's probably why it's
Wednesday,
shorter.
Thursday, Friday.
So the Finland 7 brews. Well, the thing is, it's beer. I don't like beer. I don't know what it is. I cannot. We went to, when we were at the Hershey PA show, we went to a brewery. I told the guy exactly the kind of alcohol I like to drink, and he brought me the closest thing he could think of that I might like, and I didn't like it at all. What's the difference between me and Mike drinking? Guess who? So you guys got a different name there, Grey Wolf Living. Cool. I don't remember seeing that before. Have you?
Maybe. I think he was on last time.
Hi guys, where did you get the owl light pillow? Oh yeah, look, they got owls.
Oh,
I didn't even know there were owls
I
up
didn't
there.
either. That is
Funny,
funny.
my grandmother used to collect owls.
Um,
I maybe wish.
think
Amazon, possibly. I think we have a link on there. Any progress on the cap? No, we haven't heard anything. I've got that tonneau cover, and Heidi's not going to like what I have to say, but you know what? I've been more than happy with the freaking tonneau cover back there.
it's all right. It's been sitting in the driveway, so.
Yeah, if that was a hard tonneau cover, I don't know if I'd give a shit less about having that cap coming
We're
back.
getting a fifth wheel if we don't get a cat back.
See, now this goes back for you guys who've been with us for a while. Every time we went shopping for RVs, Heidi's like, bigger, longer, taller, heavier. And I'm like, no, shorter, smaller. I wanted something easy to tow. And we looked at a couple fifth wheels. And the whole reason I didn't look too much at fifth wheels is that, well, I got a cap. And
I
now-
like the cap.
Yeah, she likes the cap. I'll probably end up putting the cap back on whenever we get the cap.
Yeah, we're not getting another RV. Though it would be nice.
I don't know. Maybe we'll go to the RV show and change our mind.
Oh, well.
I will have to say that although I'm really, really happy with our RV and our truck, that new 7.3 gas engine's come out. I've looked at a lot of videos in that. You know what? I'm more and more feeling comfortable with what we have, with the truck that we have. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to look. You're right.
That's for sure. We'll
Hey, Herbie, how you doing?
probably find something. Happy New Year's.
Yeah. But yeah, that new 7.3, if you guys are shopping for a truck, like we were a few years back, we're very, very happy with ours. But the 2020 with the gas engine, I was really excited about the whole prospect of it, and I still am. I think it's awesome. Once it's a proven platform, I'll feel even more confident about it. But comparing it to what we have currently and the money that'd be involved to jump up into that, I'm not too sad or wanting to change. As far as the RV, what's the difference between a 10 to 5th wheel? Well, let's see here. A tent is easy to tow.
Oh, that's funny.
A guy's from California. California's got to be, I don't know, you guys are in a pretty chilly pattern. Yours says so much seating. Yes, we do have a lot of seating. I sent you guys a little thinking of you gift. You should have it by Monday. You know what? You're the one. You sent it by post office, didn't you? Because I'm signed up with USPS and FedEx and UPS. So anytime I go to their site, I can see any package that's sent to me, regardless if I know about it or not. And I told her the other day, I said,
We're trying to figure
we
it out.
have 2 packages coming from the post office, and I have no freaking clue where they're from because I haven't ordered anything. So we have our son in the house, and occasionally he orders stuff. So I thought maybe it was his, but
Oh,
I
that's
bet you
funny.
that's it. Rick Bowes rides, $50,000. Yeah, there's a difference between a tent and an RV or a fifth wheel. Yeah, I knew it. I just knew whenever we were seeing that package coming, I said, I have no idea who's sending us the package.
Yeah.
Lucky dog. Wish we were in Florida less than 5 months to wait. Yeah.
Because Brian's in.
Can't hear you. The waves is
California.
crashing too loud. Yeah, the only thing loud here is our furnace keeping us warm. Certainly with a larger engine, you really have to consider how much you would drive it when gas prices are very high. Yeah, they're talking about that 7.3 is initially this is going back 4 years when they first announced it. They were saying that the engine was going to be more power, more horsepower, more torque, and better gas mileage than the current 6.2. A lot of that has to do with the fact that they were mating it to the 10-speed transmission, which of course I have a 6-speed. But I don't know. The 6.2 is so proven. It is so proven right now that I'm feeling really confident that we did the right thing in the first place. Let's see. Heidi's pointing out some stuff here. Do you know anything about little gas heaters for in campers? We can't use electric heaters. The gas heaters we have, we did a couple videos for the Big Buddy heater and the Little Buddy heater. They're both propane heaters. Of course, there's a whole bunch of stipulations there. The Big Buddy heater puts out a really decent amount of heat. However, of course, you got to be worried about the carbon monoxide. Even though it has a low oxygen shutoff, I would have to have carbon monoxide detectors inside. Anytime that you're burning those things inside your RV, you got to worry about lots of condensation inside. So now you're going to be running a dehumidifier that will run on electric. So there's something to think about. Even though you can't run electric heaters, now you got to run a dehumidifier. I personally think if you're boondocking or out in the middle of nowhere and you don't have electricity to run the heater, then I would definitely think that I don't have any problem with those little heaters. That Big Buddy heater, though, it goes through a decent amount of propane, but it also keeps you really warm and hard to use any energy.
Yeah, it works. I mean, we use it on the porch.
Oh, yeah, it'll burn you out of the porch, even though our porch ain't insulated. Herbie says, it's a keep you out of trouble gift. Don't misuse it. Uh-oh. He sent me a box of condoms.
Oh, snap.
That's funny. Also needs venting. Yes, definitely needs venting. Yeah, same with us. Northwoods RV Life saying it's staying relatively mild in Michigan.
It says Focus is jumping around a little. It's not here, though.
Yeah, the reason is because I don't have a way with this camera to touch it, to lock in the focus. YouTube has their own thing. When you click live, it like takes over your camera, and if I don't have I don't have any way to really make a fixed focus as far as I know. So you're going to see lighting jumps, and you're going to see maybe some focus changes. That all has to do with, like if I move my hand and if I put some light to you, that kind of stuff. It's going to make things jump. We can't really control that. However, the benefit of shooting with this phone is incredible. I mean, it's really incredible. I don't even know how to describe it. This is the S9 Plus. I have my Note 10 Plus, but the problem with this is they don't have an external microphone jack, so we can't use our external mics with this phone camera. If your siren's going by, and also I need to be able to keep the phone charged. So they do make some sort of a USB-C that splits off that allows you to put a charge to it and use microphones, but I don't have time to dick around and figure out what the best way is. I'll just use the S9 Plus. I mean, for all we're doing, and you'll get this little bit of jumping around. I think you'd probably get this with the Note 10 Plus too, but yeah, I think you're long past that stage. Oh, I don't think Heidi and I had a box of condoms in the house for many years. I don't even know when.
Okay. Next.
Look, we could get Heidi to turn red, maybe. Central Lower, Michigan. Central Lower. You near Romulus? We've been to Romulus a few times. Oh yeah. Karen says they run a dehumidifier all the time. Surprised you haven't bought the Fold yet. Filled up in 24 hours yesterday. Oh, Daytona and Disney in May, recreating our honeymoon 30 years ago. I don't know about recreating ours. I think it joined at a weird time to this video. No, you're good. We came on a little bit early, just in case. Usually we're a little late.
Oh, somebody says
North of Lansing. Okay.
Surprised you don't have the new Fold.
I looked at it and there's nothing that really made me jump out there. Do you have built-in Bluetooth? Yeah. Oh yeah. Hello from NYC. New York City. What camera do you use? Right now, we're using our Samsung S9 Plus phone with a wide-angle lens using a Moment case. I think I shot a video on that a while ago. Then Heidi has a Note 8, and she has a Moment case, so she can twist that wide-angle lens on that if she wanted. And then that's why I got the Note 10 Plus, is because it has a wide-angle lens already built into it. But like I said, since it don't have a microphone input, I don't have a way to charge the phone and have wireless mics going into it. But this one definitely shoots the best out of all of them.
Now's the time to mention it.
Yeah, it's the new Note. Like Heidi's Note 8 has it. Did you mention the fun in July yet? I'm so excited. That's all I've been talking about. All right, let's talk about that. Since Herbie brought it up, if you're looking here in the comments, you got Red Jaguar 100 Travels. That's Herbie. And between Herbie, who we met out at Hershey, PA for the first time, but Herbie's been a Patreon and, or a patron, I should say, and a subscriber of ours for a really long time. Yep. And also Marcus of Mark's Adventures. They were talking about trying to just get the three of us to kind of travel down south at some point, anytime in general, just to throw it out there. And we kind of decided that maybe we would have a little get together, for all our subscribers too at the same time. So basically July, it's 10 through 17, right? Mm-hmm. July 10th through the 17th. If you guys haven't already heard or you didn't see our announcement on that, We do have a video on it. We are going to be occupying, the three of us, Herbie, Marcus, Herbie and his wife, Marcus and his wife, me and my wife. We're going to be accommodating sites 201, 2, and 3, right? I think that's it. 201, 202,
Yep.
and 203 at Pirate Land in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's Pirate Land Campground. Again, July 10th through the 17th. And everybody is welcome. Everybody and their brother. And the reason we tell you where our sites are, in case you like to get close to us, or you don't want to be close to us, whatever, we're going to be there. Now, if you don't have time or you can't get an RV down there or whatever, you can come and just tell us what day you're going to be there. We'll try to make sure we're there that time. I'm thinking that we're going to try to be, you guys that have been in the service will know what I'm talking about, barrack rats. The guys that just live in the barracks and don't go anywhere. I'm hoping that's kind of what we do when we're at the campground, with the slight occasion that we might go out and get something to eat a couple times. But I really like to enjoy, the
We
fact
usually
that,
go.
Yeah. It seems like we're
gonna
but
try
it's Myrtle
to.
Beach, and we've seen pretty much everything in Myrtle Beach. We've been going to Myrtle Beach for years and years and years. So, anyways, getting back to what we were saying, or what I was hammering on about, July 10th through the 17th, Red Jaguar 100 Travels, Marcus Adventures, and RV Daydream are going to be at Myrtle Beach, and we're going to be at Pirate Land. And anybody that wants to come check us out, hang out, whatever, stop in and say hi. It's like, if you don't have your RV and you just want to stop, I think it's like $3 to get in, and it's from 8 in the morning to like 10 or 11 at night. Just shoot us a mail, whatever. Right now, there's campsites, I'm sure, available. They got a lot of sites there. If you want to come down and stay for a couple days and meet up with us, whatever. If we've got enough interest on any one day, we might try to have some bigger get-together type thing. But other than that, it's just bring your lawn chair and sit and hang out with us. I mean, that's really what we plan on doing. Herbie's the same way I am. I've been thinking about it a lot. I really have.
Except whenever I was trying to make a grocery list, you said, it's too early.
Yeah, it is too early for a grocery list. It is. I don't know what I want to eat in July. Right
Stuff
now,
we always eat.
That's true. I think that our eating habits may or may not waver depending on what we feel like in July. Her and I have been on the whole diet thing. I mentioned that before, since Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving Day. I went on the diet, and we haven't followed the diet as strict as we have in the past. But
so that doesn't help me at all.
it doesn't help her as much. I'm about 18 or 19 pounds lighter than I was in July, and I expect to be another 20 to maybe 30 at the most. So a total of maybe 40 pounds lighter.
You're going back to July.
To July.
Okay, I lost 13 pounds.
I didn't. No.
No, I'm saying.
Right.
I lost 13 pounds because I was way up there.
Yeah, but yeah, since Thanksgiving, I need to.
No, we will not be on a diet.
When we're on vacation.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We'll try to stay within a certain, but no, like we'll take in sugar. We will eat carbs more than normal, but we won't go overboard. The diet's working pretty good. Like I said, no diet in July, right? We have been wearing RV Daydream shirts at Fort Myers, Florida. Get them ready for you too. Awesome.
Sweet.
That is really cool. We love Myrtle Beach. Just a few hours from home. Come on out. Yeah, no diets on vacay. You got it, Marcus. Yeah, I mean, even when we go to the IX Center, we purposely, like tonight, we did not go out for dinner of any kind, even though I wanted to, because she keeps on telling me, hey, we're going to be up at the IX Center in a few days. So don't be, we'll kind of waver at that point. And one of the biggest things that I took away from, I know this is hard to believe looking at us, but her and Heidi and I used to be skinny people for a long time. The kind of people that you go, how in the hell do you eat all that stuff and you don't get fat? We were like that for years. I mean, until I was in my mid-20s and until she got pregnant, basically. And that was in your...
I was 25.
She was 25.
Yeah.
So I was like, at that point, mid-20s. I started getting heavy in my mid-20s. And then when we started having kids, I was almost in my 30s at that point. She was 25. So I'm a little older than her. So one of the things that they always say about skinny people that always say stay skinny is if they go and eat a big whatever it is, if they get off their normal eating habits that are just normal to them, and they say, oh my God, I shouldn't have had a second piece of pie, they don't go, oh well, I blow my diet's blown now, might as well just forget it.
Nope,
they just go right back to eating the way that they always have. And that's kind of what we've tried to embrace even more this time of, okay, so we did go out to dinner and maybe we had a couple of, we ate more nachos than we should have, something like that. That doesn't mean the next morning I'm getting up and having pancakes for breakfast. I'm going to go right back to eggs and bacon and, doing my own thing. If you guys don't know, we're on at least for me, I'm on the Atkins diet. I stay under 20 carbs a day, and I don't have a problem with that. Now, if I want to really lose weight, I can go to where I'm eating 0 to 5 carbs a day, and I can do that for a long time. But this time I'm kind of following a little bit more of her guideline, and I'm mixing in some vegetables and some dairy, which I've never done in the past when I'm on that diet. I normally don't ever do that. And we sneak in carbs occasionally, just about once, about every week in a few days. But still, I'm nowhere near, like I said, since Thanksgiving, so we're talking, it's been a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only lost 18 pounds. I was 275. I can't do the math in my head right now. And I'm 257. 15? So
almost 20.
Yeah, almost 20 pounds. But still, that's a month, and I've only lost 20, and I haven't got to the point where my weight loss has gotten slower. So hopefully by July, I'm hoping by July 4th, I should weigh about 50 pounds lighter than when I started my diet. We'll see. I'm on disability, and I'm wondering how I can get a job. I don't know. You might want to try a lot of online work. There's online work, but I do online work, but I kind of fell into it. Yes, Marcus is right. 201, 202, 203. We just finished up dinner with the Wandering Wagners. Oh, cool. Hey, Shrags, long time no talk. It's been like 7 minutes. Nachos rule. Yes, they do rule. They rule my waistline. Following the Fitches. Here they were not good. Say, I'm on this one. Nice. Might keep up the good work. Have you looked at the Truma Insta hot water system? I don't like the AB. I don't know. I mean, if you're going that direction, that's fine. No, I don't like the Truma thing. The whole thing is with the hot water systems that are instant hot water, is you've got a lot of heat that's got to heat the water as it travels through. And, of course, that heat comes on and off as needed. Now, even though the hot water tank is going to be heating a bunch of... It does it at a relatively slow rate. So, even though you use propane in that to heat all that water that you may or may not, and there's loss and all that other stuff, it's not usually near the temperature in which the water needs to be heated through the instant hot water system. So usually you burn through more propane, even though your only heating is what you need. Not only that, but a lot of them, you got to realize it's not going to heat the water if the water's not flowing through it. So when you do your sailor shower, your Navy shower, like most of us do in the RVs, and you turn off your hot water after you've wet yourself down, and your hot water's off, or your water's off, everything's off, and you're lathering yourself up. Of course, it's just waiting to issues. And water pressure, it's got to be very constant and consistent for that Truma to work correctly. And more than anything else, the main thing that I don't really care about the Truma, I won't say hate, but when I pulled out that anode rod from our hot water tank this last fall when I winterized the RV, I couldn't believe how much crap was inside that hot water tank. And I thought, even though we have an onboard filter on the RV, and we had a filter that we were using for part of the time that connected to the faucet, I still had all this scale that was going on inside the tank. I know that those Truma heaters, that scaling, that just rough water, it really causes havoc with that whole system, because it builds up in all the coils that the water's got to go through, that the heat is being blown onto. It gets thicker, the passages get smaller, the flow's not the same, the temperature regulation isn't the same, because now it's trying to regulate temperature through all that scaling that's building up inside there. I think instant hot water heaters have their place. I don't think that they're in RVs. For example, I'll give you another example. It's a perfect one. I love our bidet that we have at the house. I would never install one in an RV. It just uses too much water, and even though you're probably saving on toilet paper at some point, on some level, it just uses too much water. So even though I'm saving a little bit of toilet paper, now I'm using more water. So you got to take it for what it's worth. There's people out there that use it, and they do it with success, but I don't think that I would ever go to one of those unless they've made some major improvements on them. And I don't see that happening. I mean, these hot water tanks, they're not a burden. You're not heating, but it's just 6 gallons. I mean, come on, that's just a little bit bigger than a 5-gallon bucket.
It heats up quick.
And the nice thing is there's a lot of times that, like, if we need to wash our dishes, we don't have to turn on our hot water tank if we've taken showers and we've left it on, because let's say I take, Heidi, I usually let her take her shower first, and then I'll take my shower, and maybe halfway through my shower, she'll shut it off, or I'll come out, as soon as I'm done, I'll shut it off. I don't know, 4 hours later, if we have a midnight snack or we need to wash dishes or whatever, we still have hot water. We don't have to turn on the propane or have the propane burning or anything. And even with that, it's pretty well insulated. So usually the next morning when we get up, if it's not too cold outside, we still have relatively warm water that we can at least wash our faces with and all. Again, without the propane firing on and heating everything up. So, the instant hot water tanks, you're going to only have hot water or any semblance of hot water if that propane is, flaming up all those coils that the water's going through. So, again, I just know that you use a decent amount of propane doing that. Okay,
Thanks
let's
for
see how many people I
educating us
missed.
on the hot water.
Yeah, well, I'm here all week. 2020 Power Stroke 18.7 more than a night. The whole reason I think that the new 2020's Power Strokes get better gas mileage, and again, who knows? I mean, there's not been very many out there yet to get it. It's the 10-speed transmission. I mean, we knew those 10-speed transmissions are going to add to anything. I mean, I don't care what it could be a Predator Harbor Freight 6.5 horse engine. If you put that many gears behind it, compared to, from 6 to 10 gears, you're going to get better results all the way around. The Power Stroke does have more power and all. I just don't want all the hassle of having that. We still don't need diesel. We just don't need diesel. I did keto, but when camping, I am the cook. Can't have a skinny cook. Right. Aqua Hut systems for years. They work well for us. Yeah, I just haven't been a big fan for them. like I said, the scaling and the what, like I said, just the 1 year. Like, just go back a few videos ago. It's the thumbnail says yuck. I'm holding the anode rod, and I mean, we had only camped, I don't know how many times, and almost all the time we had good city water, and still I can't believe the amount of crap that came out of my hot water tank. I can't imagine what that is like going through those systems that are relying on coils that have heat applied to them.
Somebody
Anyway.
just pulled out their plug on their hot water tank on a video, or maybe it was a picture. I don't know. I watch so many things, and it was literally looked like a sandy beach.
Sandy Beach. Yeah, I find it mostly people who seldom visit campground showers like that Truman similar water. Yeah, I it seems like whenever I can't imagine using it. Love the 6.7, can't afford one. Well, there was another thing. Whenever we were looking at our truck, they had a diesel that was, I don't know, 5 trucks down from the one that we looked at. All the other ones were gas.
It's like $10,000
Yeah,
or something.
right, because I don't know what the deal. You couldn't even get a cheap truck with a diesel in it. You had to get like at least an XLT, and I'm not even talking that's like just up from Mars. That was one step up from Mars. That was the lowest level you could get was an XLT, and immediately it's $50,000. It was like a $3,500 option for just the engine above what we had. I'm like, yeah, forget it. And then I thought about the DEF, and I don't want to deal with any of that crap. I don't want to worry about me wanting to get rid of stuff that I know will fail in the future and lose my warranty. We'll just deal with what it is. We have never used campground showers. Why? We have our own. Yeah, we always use our own shower, unless it's the winter. Cheap
Right.
toilet paper at Costco. Cummins. A lot of people got Cummins. Cummins Camping's got Cummins. I have an Oasis, and to date, no scaling problems. That's pretty cool. The 2026-7 should get more than 18. Mine is average is 18 driving to work. Road trips, it does better. Yeah, there was something else too. I don't really need to pull. I mean, you see, it's hardly anything. Love my 6.7, 15,000 pound fifth wheel, Ohio to Texas. No issues. Definitely no lack in power. I wonder what that is. Oh, Cummins.
All right, it's not touchscreen.
Oh, yeah, it isn't. Make that happen. Make it show number 1. How's the weather there? The weather's not bad. Considering that we are in the dead of winter,
It's just chilly.
it's just a little chilly. Today's high was 40.
No, it was a lot. It was like 45 this morning.
Yeah, but it dropped during the day, right?
Yeah, that was the high.
We had a little bit of snow, but it was just weird flakes.
Yeah, it's probably on its way.
The leather seats. I wouldn't mind having a heated leather seat sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I don't think our seats will last very long.
Jeep Gladiator when we use our Micro Mini. I'll tell you what, be careful with your Jeep. I love the Jeep with the bed. I've told her that. I loved those trucks years ago when they were still 2 doors. What was that, Comanche? But we have a tendency, or I do more than her. We love watching the North American car crash. We love watching the car. I don't know what it is. That's kind of my guilty addiction, I guess. I love watching car crashes on YouTube. I watch a lot of channels. I tell her, look at this one. Look how good this one is. This idiot pulled right in front of this tractor trailer, that kind of thing. I don't know why. I like watching it. I don't know. I can't even count how many times I told her, I said, guess what's going to happen, hon? And she goes, what? I said, there's a Jeep in the video. Well, I've pulled her in so many times to watch it. She goes, let me guess. Every accident that there's a Jeep involved, that son of a bitch is on its roof. It's on its side. It's on its roof. It gets flipped. I don't know what the deal is. Now, we just watched one the other day. There was a guy with a Jeep pulling a little single axle travel trailer, or maybe it was a double axle, but it was tiny. It was a tiny travel trailer. And as soon as the camera came on and it showed the guy driving by, I said, my word, that Wrangler is pulling a travel trailer. I said, this ain't going to turn out good. And it was just up the road a short ways. They show him fishtailing, and guess what? He's over on its top. Jeeps have one purpose, and that is off-road, especially rock climbing stuff, or that canyon crossing, and maybe some dune stuff a little bit. Other than that, they're not that good in the winter. They're not good with gas mileage. They're not fast, and they're not safe. I just can't see it. I like the simplicity of the Jeeps. I've always liked that. I mean, when I was in the service, when I first went in the service, they were training us. We were some of the first group of people that got trained on the brand new Humvee. Ooh, look at this thing. But we still had tons of Jeeps. Of course, the Humvee was replacing the Jeeps. And I loved how simple the Jeeps were. They remind me of a farm tractor. Just a farm tractor, that four-wheel that you can go out and just, beat up and leave in the rain. You don't care. But as far as driving it, I don't know. It just feels really unsafe, though. I've driven a couple, and I just don't... Feels like I'm on one of those bobbleheads or something. It's like they got me perched on bobbleheads. They just don't feel right. Short wheelbases, you got it. Really short wheelbases. Longer wheelbase than the Gladiator. Yeah, it's just, I mean, if you compare it to a really long wheelbase like our truck, holy cow. It's still really short. I mean, even the four-door and the bed on the Gladiator, it is longer than a Wrangler or a CJ or whatever, but Jeeps are mainly for off-road purposes. Yeah, that's kind of what I see. Most comfortable I've ever seen. What is that? Anything? So, if you're 7650, have to be small camper arrow hitch. Oh, you have, wait a minute, 7,650 pounds. Is that the weight of your camper?
No, she has a mini something.
No, she said 7,650 pounds, have to be a small camper. You have a micro mini. Oh, that can't be. That's only like 3,500 pounds.
Yeah, that's total.
Oh, that's total GCVW. That's the tow rating on the tow capacity. I would never... Ain't nothing... Listen. My truck would pull... I think my truck's rated for pulling 15,000 pounds. There is no way in Sam's hell that I would ever pull 15,000 pounds with that truck. I would jump up to a diesel. I don't care what it's rated for. It's just not... It's just like the F-150s are rated to pull 10,000 pounds or whatever it is. I'm telling you, there's just a different level of... It's just the seat of the pants thing. It just... For every scenario I could possibly come up with, I wouldn't feel comfortable pulling what my truck says it can pull. I just wouldn't do it. Yeah. Mark's had a trooper, that's right. Yeah, I would really just watch. I mean, that tow weight, it's gross combined vehicle weight rating is what you got to look at. And if you really start doing numbers, the manufacturers are really, you got to realize that whenever they introduce the Gladiator, they want to get into the market. They want to steal away from the Toyota Tundras and the Ranger that was coming back out, or whatever that thing was. They're wanting to introduce or interject back into the market and try to get some of this pickup money that the market is offering from, consumers are buying. And some of the numbers, I think. All right, we should be back. I gotta flip it around. You're looking at our sync right now, aren't you? Let me see if I can cancel this out and go back, guys. Let's flip you around. We're gonna get Heidi's face on here in a second. There we go. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. Unless our son got online. Our son might be hogging up bandwidth in there. Probably not. Yeah, see, there's a perfect example. This guy David, he has a 1-ton Ram with a 6.7 diesel, and he's pulling a 35-foot truck that weighs, or camper that weighs 9,000 pounds. Now, if he went and looked at his numbers, what he could pull, I'm sure it could say he could pull 18,000 pounds. And it's just so much better if you can just cut back. Now, if you're just weekend camping in that's a whole different story. I would definitely push the limits of some of these smaller trucks.
Focus is bad.
It's okay. It'll get there. It's buffering.
Oh.
But yeah, Wi-Fi. Any ideas of traveling Wi-Fi? We have Midian visible right now. Visible is great. Hey, I was all about that TOGO, to go, or Togo, whatever you want to call it. And then AT&T, being typical AT&T, didn't realize how RVers were going to use that plan, and unfortunately they canceled it. Yeah, still buffering. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can do anything about it. I'm at the mercy of the camera. I think it's just trying to catch up.
So it's working good now.
Okay.
But it doesn't look good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. We just had a little glitch in the matrix there. It's still blurry. I mean, we can still see it that it's blurry too. It's just, I think it's in the process of buffering. It'll get there. It'll go through a couple stages. Refreshed. Maybe we can refresh. Let's see what happens.
It's not a touch screen.
Oh yeah, it's not a touch screen. It's funny.
That's funny.
Nah, we're still there. We're still blurry. It's still a blurry situation on our end. Anybody that's watching, it says it's still blurry on your screen. If you're watching on the computer, just go down to the little gear. And when you put your little cursor there, it'll say settings, and just change your view to instead of 144p, change it to 720 HD.
Oh, I need that. I'm uncomfortable today.
You are?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah, I agree, Herbie, 100%. AT&T put out this awesome. If you guys don't know, I briefly mentioned it in the past. There's a lot of other channels that talked about it. And AT&T got with Winegard, and they came out with this Togo plan, or to-go plan. And it was a dish that you would pay for the entire year. It mounted on top of your RV. It was like $360, and you would have truly unlimited data, 4G data. And they couldn't handle it. I think that they just couldn't handle it. So they backed out of it. Right. They just backed out of the plan. They just said, "Oop, our mistake." It's kind of like offering, it's kind of like Kmart saying, "Hey, guess what? We're going to offer Kmart. It's kind of like Walmart. I'm going to walk away, guys, so I can mess with the heater. It's kind of like Walmart offering some sort of a
Can you hand me my drink?
20% discount to anybody's who's, their name starts with an A, and then they didn't realize how many people's names started with an A, and they go, oh, wait a minute, never mind.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that. I don't understand how big companies do that, because there's a lot of people that made investments, made purchases, buying the equipment, that now AT&T just backed out of and said, never mind. That, really screwed them over. I hate that.
No, we are probably not going to the Columbus RV show
No.
because we're putting all our time into the Cleveland show.
Yeah, we won't go to the Columbus show. $42 a month here.
I pay 47, or we pay 47
What's that?
insurance for RV. 100%
Can you tell me
replacement.
if insurance on an RV? I pay $106 a month. That does seem a little high.
Keep looking.
Yeah. We have our son's van. He's on our policy. He's got full coverage on his van. Of course, we have full coverage on the truck. I think we have liability on Heidi's car, and then we have full coverage on the RV.
It's less than $200.
Yeah, and it's less $200 a month for all of us. And our son's qualified to drive my truck, her car. I can drive his van. He can tow the RV. I mean, we're all intermingled, which none of that would happen. Although we do drive his van occasionally, and he does drive her car occasionally. Yeah. Hey, Marty, you're one of the reasons. You guys just see this comment from Marty Emmerich? You're one of the reasons I jumped on here today. CM was asking for us to do a live chat, and you said something about being bored, wanting to do a long video, and I told her, I said, listen, we don't have nothing to do tonight. And she was hoping to hold off, and that's what she had mentioned to you earlier. She was hoping to hold off until we go to the RV show, which that'll be probably some decent videos, I hope. Oh, cool. Falling Fishes will be at Cleveland on Thursday. Hunt us down. Throw us, bomb us. Say, hey, we know. Who is our insurance due? Progressive. We've had Progressive for how many years now?
Since 2000.
Yeah, for about 19 years now.
Yeah, 2000 something. 3 or something.
Yes, we're still planning on going full time. We have, from what I can tell, we're under 2 years. We're under the 2-year mark. Holy shit, I need a drink after I said that. We will be going out to Arizona at some point. Oh, cool. They're going out to Quartzsite.
Awesome.
Some days here is going to Quartzsite.
Do lots of videos.
Stephen T says there it was State Farm. I wouldn't mind State Farm. I used to have State Farm. IX Center Thursday. Cool. We're going to see them at the Shrags are going to be out there. Cool. The only thing I hate is how expensive their drinks are there. I don't think they had really hard liquor or nothing there.
We didn't.
And their food, we ate something there, but it was expensive. It wasn't that good.
It was garbage.
Yeah. It was fun, though. Wait a minute. Hey, Shrags, you guys weren't up there when we bought our RV, right?
No, they
weren't. You missed it. We, Mike and Lynn and Greg and Juanita, we were all at Dave and Buster's.
Mm-hmm.
Man, did they we asked for top shelf rum runners. They did a really good job. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
They gave us a really good quality rum runner the first time. The second time, I think they forgot, or they had a different bartender, and they put some low quality stuff in. If you guys like, comment, and share. yeah, that sucks. If you guys no, listen to that. For us to go 2 years until we had a claim, they refused to pay. We'll have to pay attention to that. Thanks, Carla. Good. Glad you gave us a heads up.
We're looking anyway.
Yeah, we're always looking. USAA has been bugging me constantly about doing that to deal with them. I don't know how
They're
good
one of
they are.
They're the one top 5.
Maybe we'll do that. What was I saying about that? Well, no, I was just talking to... What was I just saying about...
I don't know.
Oh, if you guys don't know, if you go in and you have a favorite mixed drink, which I'm sure a lot of you, if you have a favorite mixed drink, you already know.
Rum runner, yep.
Just ask for... You got to ask for top shelf alcohol if you want a good quality drink, for the most part. And there's a big difference. A lot of people don't realize that the taste. There's a big difference in taste. Now, if you had like 3 or 4, maybe you don't care. At that point, you're just saving money.
Truck and RV is gonna go to the IX Center.
Cool.
Yep. Oh yeah, PA.
Well, shop for insurance. You have to remember locate. Yeah.
And PA will they tax you for everything.
Yes, they do. Yeah, that's right. I some reason I thought why did I think the Shrags was at that RV show?
I don't know.
I guess because Greg and Juanita was there. Maybe that's what I was thinking. PA's texting the shit out of me already. I'll show that.
Quit pushing the computer screen.
I told you. Hey, Jay. Progressive 326 per year.
That's good.
Oh, that's right. They were on a different day. Did our insurance drastically increase when we purchased our new RV? No. When we purchased our truck, yes. Our truck.
Well, that's because we hadn't had full coverage on anything for years.
Yeah, when we went from a truck that was full. No, it was full coverage. We had full coverage on our old pickup truck.
Oh, so cheap.
Yeah, but the truck, when we went for full coverage on a 1997 truck that was maybe worth, well, $7,000 is what we sold it for, to a truck that was $40,000. We went to full coverage on that. That was a whole different ball.
But our insurance, our RV insurance is separate from our vehicles, because what I was explained that you get better coverage if it's separate from your vehicles. That's how she explained it to me.
Well,
she said you wouldn't get as good as coverage if it was like a rider on your vehicles. Of course, hope God we never have to use it.
She says they like whiskey sours and fuzzy navels, showing our age.
No, that's funny.
It's funny. That would be a good sign of how old you are.
Yeah.
Because I remember, here you go. My first drinks when I walked into a bar when I was young, and I would ask for wine coolers. They say, we ain't got any. I'd say, okay, let me have a 7 and 7. Or let me have a rum and Coke. And sometimes I would ask for a slow gin and 7-Up. And those drinks are so antiquated. Might as well, ooh, let me have a Rob Roy. Oh, my. Drone insurance.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, we wouldn't mess with drones. I'm not much.
Wine coolers, yeah.
Yeah, wine coolers when they were real.
And the
wine
green
coolers.
liter bottle.
No, I did. My favorite wine coolers was Bartles and James, because Seagram's was flavored beer. Bartles and James was real wine coolers. They were actually made of wine. They were 5% alcohol by volume. And my favorite at the time, I did
that's really
some sort of
good.
cherry for a while. Then I went to black cherry. I don't remember what year it was. That had to be in the 90s. It was in the 90s. I started drinking black cherry, and that was it. And the first wine cooler I drank was Matilda Bay in the box, because I'd buy the whole box for myself. Anyways, then when I got back from out of the Army, I started drinking Bartles and James. And then usually what I do is I drink a couple 4-packs of Bartles James. I'd buy 2 4-packs. And then when I got through like 6 of them, maybe I'd get all 8 of them in me. Then I started drinking Great Mad Dog 2020. That was my thing. So old, though. That was so old. Bartles and James Berry. Yeah, I think that was it. I think that's what I started with, was Berry. Oh, Zimas. I remember Zimas. I remember they were in a fancy bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have much money, even though I had saved a bunch of money when I was in the service. When I came home, I partied up until I met Heidi. I partied all the time. I worked. I had odds and ends jobs, but I partied a lot. And of course, Bartles and James back then, I think it was $3.75 for a 4-pack, or real close to that. Then they raised the price, and it was getting closer to $5 a 4-pack. Mad Dog was top shelf. And then I couldn't really afford it. So even though I hated beer, me and my brother and our friend, when we go out partying, we would always find out who had parties, and all three of us would go to the party. But we'd stop and we'd buy Genesee cream ale. We'd drink the crap out of that. I remember for a while, Mickey's Big Mouth. I drank that a little bit. I wasn't a beer drinker, but I drank it. Smirnoff wine cooler. Yeah, the Smirnoff. Is that the Twisted Apple? Is that Smirnoff, or is that somebody else?
I think
that Twisted Apple was pretty good. I did like that. Yeah, that Mad Dog 2020 grape. I drank. Shit. My brother. I remember my brother. He'd get up the next morning and go, hair of the dog, and he'd pull it out of the glove box warm, take a swig of it, and I'm like, wow, I couldn't even stand the smell of the cap opening at that point. Colt 45. Billy D. Williams. Oh, Colt 45, that's hilarious. These days, dieting because I'm old and fat. I've been drinking White Claw, and truly not horrible. Yeah, my drink forever has been Yukon Jack now, so it's okay. It works with my diet, actually. Even though it's got, obviously got some sugar in it, just from the way, it's made.
How'd this turn into alcohol talk?
I don't know.
Change the subject.
No, this is fun. Look at all these comments.
Oh,
People
yes,
love
great.
Miller Lite, not a big fan. Boone's Farm. Yeah, that's some old Boone's Farm. Yeah, I remember we found part of a case of Mickey's Big Mouth at a place where we used to ride motorcycles. Somebody had a big party, big bonfire, and they left it behind. Oh my God, we drank that and then rode dirt bikes. Oh, wow.
Like you didn't kill yourself.
Yeah. Red
These
Stag
guys said they
Cinema.
broke out the Yukon when they were camping.
No kidding. Hey, somebody said, look at Beastie Boys. Somebody had said something funny that I never heard. They call Yukon Jack Puke on Jack. That was funny. I've never heard that before. Well, it was Fitch's fault. Uh-oh. Fitch's, did you have... Yeah, Shrag, I had the Yukon out at Evergreen 2 weeks ago. Tell you what, that Yukon, the only thing that really has gotten me to where I've stuck with it all this time, it's the least amount that I have to drink to get buzzed right away. I don't know what it is. It goes in my system right away, and it's warm. And I don't get sick on it for the most part. It takes quite a bit for me to drink before I get sick on it. Oh, snake bite. Yeah, I'm not a snake. Gentleman Jack. I drink Jack Daniels. Cool.
He says when I
You guys
feel
are driving
fun.
us crazy. Holy cow, we got a bunch of alcoholics watching us on YouTube. I'm kidding, guys. And we're not that big of drinkers. We like to incorporate it occasionally and when we go out, but
It's not every night.
there's times like during camping season and that. Oh wow. I don't know. If we don't meet up with anybody, we don't really drink. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I really don't think about it too much, to tell you the truth. Yeah, if you camp, you drink. You're right. When I really want to push my limits, I drink room temperature water with a stale lemon. you're pushing yourself with that stale lemon. Did you see that? Did you see that hard mango? Did you guys see the whole expose they did on people putting lemons in their drinks? How contaminated the lemons are? You know, dysentery and all that stuff. They said that the control of the lemons being sliced, handled by hands, being put into water, all that stuff. Your tea. For a long time there, we couldn't have lemons in our tea. We love having lemons in our drinks, but I don't know. I guess they don't take care of it. We drink alone with nobody else. So says, where is that dude? Does he even sing anymore?
I don't know why you asked me.
George Thorogood. I haven't heard any songs from him forever. Sweetener. Best investment made for camping was an ice machine. You know, you're the second person that said that. Haley family says that. Paul and Oma said that the last chat, I think, that we had. They said the exact same thing. Yukon, yeah, it's 100 proof, 50% alcohol by volume. I usually drink, when I decide to have a drink, I usually get a glass that's, well, you guys have seen it in the past. I usually drink a couple of those. If I, yeah, I get, yeah.
3 to 4.
Yeah, like if we
go places.
Yeah, if we go places, I usually have a double or triple. Well, I did that one whole video. I usually do doubles or triples almost everywhere we go. Not alcohol until you go to a meeting. Or to the drugs. Oh, man, lemonade was just... I'm going to have to watch with the my alcohol now. That's something that we just did. I just did. Talked about that. Tell me, guys, other than Herbie, because I know what Herbie's answer is. We know what Herbie's is. Do you guys have any kind of personal protection as far as when you're traveling? I'm not talking about condoms.
See ya, Carla.
Gonna drink some tea. Catch you later. Say, Carla, are you a teetotaler or just today? Falling Fitches. The ice machine. We have to ice when we can't. Yes, I do like ice. My wife, yes. Falling Fitch is always a Glock 19. Okay. Well, I just found out, yeah, 2 kids, they always scare people away. Yes, armed to the teeth. A 380. Okay. Just let you guys know, I've and Heidi knows this. I've never, since I got out of the service, I've never been a gun person. I'm not fascinated by them. I'm not. Oh, a 40 Springfield. What we carry, put a hole in the side of the barn, the size of a basketball. I've never owned guns. I did shoot expert when I was in the service. I've always been a good marksman. I had a BB gun when I was a kid. I remember actually shooting a clay pigeon out of the air with a pellet rifle. I was out with my father and my stepbrother, and they, had one of those contraptions you cock back and throw the clay pigeon. Anyways, they were throwing clay pigeons, and I was shooting bumblebees off of dandelions. Anyways, I decided to join the shoot. I actually shot a clay pigeon. Unfortunately, it just fell down in like 3 big pieces, but I did hit it. So I've always been a good shot, but I never was much for guns. And just recently, I decided to look into maybe getting my concealed carry. Yeah, from alcohol to guns. Next thing it'll be is what's the next thing? Alcohol, guns, tobacco. No, I'm not tobacco. That's you. That'd have to be drugs. So anyways, so I just was looking into concealed carry, and I found out that last year, actually in 2018, I didn't even have to take a class or anything. I just have to go down and show them my DD-214. Showed I was in the service, and they just gave me a concealed carry license. So I went and bought a 9mm the other day. so we can have it when we're traveling. That's the main reason I wanted to be able to. I didn't like the fact that you could carry a gun with you, but it had to be unloaded and you couldn't reach it, and the ammo had to be in a separate container. And I thought that was all really dumb. I don't know how that even works, but that is probably a banned word on YouTube.
Explosives.
Message me when you're ready. Message me when you're ready. What did it say?
Probably getting a gun.
Oh, so anyways, so I decided to buy some, just an inexpensive. It was like $200
He
for some kind
said
of gun.
you need to meet up with him so you can make sure you're safe.
Oh, it was funny because I told that lady whenever I was buying the gun, I said, listen, I know that I need to keep this pointed. And she says, oh, you can, because I said, you can dry fire? I didn't know you could even dry fire a handgun. I mean, I never knew that. I just never paid attention. So anyways, yeah, I was concerned that when we're traveling that we should, maybe have a gun that, can protect us, especially if we're out in the desert or something. I could see a situation that might happen, so. Striker fired pistol. Yeah, I don't even know what striker fired. I know that has something to do with the actual, the way the trigger is. I bought something really inexpensive. It was, I don't even know what it was. What kind of gun did I get? And I know they're not great. Yeah. It's,
I don't know. I'm definitely not a gun
God,
person.
it was some kind of, it's
gotta have a name.
It's an okay brand, but it's not the best by no means. Taurus. I got some sort of it was a Taurus and I don't know, G2C or something like that. GD2 or G2C or I don't know. It's all I know is a 9mm holds like 12 rounds. I had to learn what double stack was. I didn't understand that. But we'll end up picking up something else. Talk your way out of trouble. They will fall asleep long before they can hurt you. Yeah. Yeah, Taurus. Yes, Taurus. This TV tray, I hope it didn't bring back memories, childhood memories, because this TV tray is so old, it's one of those that you can't even fold it up. I mean, you can fold it up, but you got to unclip the whole thing, fold it, and then clip it back on there. It doesn't even have the one leg smaller than the other engineering. This is her grandparents. It was left at the house here when we bought it. So
this
old. TV tray is from, I don't know. It's got to be the 60s, right? It's got to be the 60s.
Yeah.
It's
must have been the only one that survived.
The Taurus on mine says something about Miami, Florida. I don't know what that means. It just says Miami, Florida. It's a decent firearm. Okay, cool. And of course I haven't even fired it. I got a bunch of rounds and I just came home. Check each state. Some you can't carry a gun. Yeah. Ohio has the reciprocity. Is that what it's called? Reciprocity? It's something that says that we can carry in a lot of different states. And I saved it on my phone just in case I run into that situation. And
yeah. Right there.
Reciprocity. I don't know what that is. I don't even know where it's at now. Oh, full map. Maybe this is it. Nope, that ain't it either. That's of a campground. Maybe it's this. Nope, that's not it either. That's the laws. Maybe it's this one.
Just don't try to take you to New York. Yep, that's one of the states that...
Nope, that's not it either. That's a bunch of pictures of our family reunion thing. Maybe I saved it to the page. I don't know. All I know is I got a map here. Oh, here it is. Why can't I pronounce this? Reciprocity. Why can't I say that? Use my CC info. Oh, they want me select a home state. So, okay, I'm going to put this up to the camera so you guys can see. That didn't make a difference. Of course, there's a bunch on the East Coast. So everywhere it's blue, I can travel with with my gun and be legal. Except in California, what is that?
Oregon.
Washington, Oregon, and looks like Wisconsin and Illinois and a bunch of stuff there. Of course, like you said, New York, a bunch of stuff on the East Coast. In that case, I'll just keep it.
What was that?
I bumped my elbow on this.
Jeez, tearing the camper up.
It's not broke.
Not yet.
Yeah, don't try to take it to New York. Ammo, yeah. Keep the firearm in your camper. Yep, I agree with that. New Jersey, New York, California, sure. Yep. Yeah, I do have a shotgun, just a crappy one. The Tiger bed is unbelievable still. It's pretty bad when I got a cheap, get me by $200 tonneau cover on my truck, and it's keeping the bed of the truck drier than a damn near $4,000 truck cap. So I don't know what to think about that. We'll just pass that whole conversation for another day. Another reason not to go to California. Oh, is that Minnesota? Yes, you're right. That's Minnesota. That is definitely Minnesota.
Somebody wants to know how your tonneau cover is working.
That's what I was just saying.
Oh.
Yeah, the tonneau cover is pretty bad. Like I say, you got a cheap $200 tonneau cover that's keeping the bed more dry than my $4,000 cap. I hope they get that straightened out. I did have something in store for you guys in case we had any crazy reason to do it, and I don't.
Can't find it now.
Yeah, I don't even know. There we go.
Oh no.
I lost my. Here, we got to do better than that. I think it's because I don't have it plugged in. I'm pretty sure that's the case. We'll find it. There we go. Now it's going to be nicer. Heidi loves that.
So annoying.
Your weight loss must be going well. You guys look great. Thanks. Appreciate it. I don't think that I lost. I'm way too overweight, so it'll be probably another 30 pounds before I actually feel like I'm actually lost some weight. Yeah, there's some. Are you going to be interested in the new 7.3? I'm interested in the new 7.3, but it's got to be proven. The transmission's got to be proven. The engine's got to be proven, and I've got to see it after maybe 4 or 5 years. Now get this. Kind of wrap your head around this. The 6.2 that I have in our truck that we have now. At first it started in F-150 one year, and then it went into the F-250s, and they had different variations, and it wasn't until 2017 that they made the latest variation of this 6.2 that is still for 2017, 2018, 2019 with the 6-speed transmission that we have, and even the 2019, or I'm sorry, the 2020 still has basically the exact same 6.2 that we have. And I mean, you're talking from 2011, basically this engine has been out, and for the last going on 4 years now, that the 6.2 has been, the exact same engine, and there's really not a lot of problems that have been going on with it. And they upped the horsepower in 2017 on the 6.2. So they felt so comfortable from 2011 to 2016 putting out this engine that at some point they said, listen, we could probably get a little bit more horsepower out of this engine with just a few tweaks and still release it and have no problems with it, to be under warranty. I think that the 7.3 is probably going to be the same thing. I think in probably 3 years' time, maybe 4 years' time, there's going to be a different variation of the 7.3. And it's going to be putting out more horsepower and more torque than what the current one is. Just like going back to the old 6.2. But you gotta kind of read between the lines. What is Ford saying about the 6.2 V8 that's currently out? That they are releasing a brand new V8 engine that's a gas engine in the exact same 250 and 350 trucks that did have a 6.2 in them, and they're still allowing you to get the 6.2 engine even for 2020. It's what I read into it is, number one, the 6.2 is just that good of an engine. They want to make sure that they don't abandon something that people love. Even though that 7.3 could, replace the 6.2 with no problem, I'm sure. But they don't want to. They also don't know 100% what the 7.3, what's going to show up on that. Maybe these guys that are buying the 7.3 say, wait a minute, this thing don't have near the horsepower they said it's going to have, which is a possibility because it is older technology. I mean, it's push rods. It's not overhead cams. It's older. It's not tune port injection and stuff like that. It's just regular old injection. So I think that they're waiting to see how well the 7.3 is received and how it performs out there in the real world across, there's no better test bed than everybody having one across the U.S., using it in all the goofy ways that they do. So, yeah, the 7.3, I'm sure will be the engine of the future, and the 6.2 will go away. But it's going to take a while for them to figure out and see what actually may happen with the engine platform. I mean, it's just new. Everything's new. You never know. That engine might be a beast. It might get crappy gas mileage. It might be, even with that 10-speed, people go, oh my word, I can't get, above 10 miles per gallon at all. Which wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's old technology. It's older technology.
Right.
I mean, even though it's the cutting edge of what's available, I mean, they're basically taking an old 460 type, the 460 had the same fuel injection. The 460 had the same cam shaft, not profile on that, not exactly same injectors, but I'm saying the same overall design. So they're stepping back because they know that's a reliable platform. It's a good commercial platform. But in the meantime, you never know. In 2 years' time, you may have a whole group of people, even including myself, going, I'm kind of glad I didn't get that big block because that 6.2 is pretty much just as capable, just a little less capable. But it gets so much better gas mileage. I mean, you may see that. You may hear that. So We'll see. We got to wait. Other than that, yeah. Yeah, I know. That 7.3 Power Stroke, as soon as I heard they said it was going to be a 7.3, I thought, boy, there's a bunch of confusion. Why didn't they just make it a 7.5? But then it'd be old 460 versus new 460. I remember when they came back out with the Mustang 5.0. It's like, boy, here we go. That's going to cause a bunch of confusion because that 5.0 obviously is not a Windsor block. I mean, it's nothing to do with the Windsor block. It's, that whole modular stuff. I don't even know. Is that modular made in Romeo? Is that Romeo? I don't remember if that's a Romeo engine or not. That was so long ago. We looked into the Myrtle Beach trip, but would be staying at a hotel near. Cool.
It's okay.
We did, let's see, Compass Cove. We did Compass Cove in Myrtle Beach. That's not that far from there. It was a little bit more expensive, but a very nice place. We had a double room and the whole thing. They had right above the restaurant. It was a great experience. They have a lazy river. If you want to do really cheap and inexpensive, and you want to go to North Myrtle Beach, it's a dive. It's clean, but it's Red Tree Inn, and it's real inexpensive. We went there, and I think we paid $600 or $700 for the whole week. It's I don't know. That was a long time ago. Yeah, my 8.1 gets terrible mileage. They kept the 5.4 and 4.6 together for a while. What is that one?
Oh, no, he's just eating silly stuff.
Oh,
Put him in timeout.
V8 or V10. I don't know if he was asking if the 7.3 this new 7.3 gas engine is a V8. The 6.8 liter, I think that was V10 that Ford offers is no long. That's being phased out, just like the 460 was phased out. She is bored.
Yeah.
It's not. She looks bored. She's bored. She doesn't realize half time. I tell her.
I know. I realize, but I can't control myself.
Yeah, she don't.
Like, seriously, I don't like talking about cars, trucks. It's boring.
They should put a Dodge Viper with a V16 in it.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know how big they need to get with those, because usually when they go bigger with the amount of cylinders, they got to go smaller with the pistons, and the displacement ends up being the same. Happy New Year's! Howdy! Mary wanted to know, how are you feeling, Hyde? It's got to be you.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I have.
But I go to the doctor's on Monday, so we'll find out what's going on after that.
Am I getting a little silly with Yukon while live streaming? Yeah, I haven't.
He's not drinking now.
No,
You did that prior.
Yeah, I had a little drink earlier, but.
Yeah, I get bored sitting down too. That's my big problem.
Car talk, politics, LOL.
I could probably maybe carry a better conversation if I was standing up, walking around. No politics.
Yeah, I'm in politics.
We talk about it amongst ourselves, but
Yeah.
that's
Said, oh, looks like we're going to go to war again. That's nice.
okay.
I read Ford is going with the gas because of all the restrictions on the diesel. The diesel is, unfortunately, because of all the restrictions that the EPA has done on the diesel, everybody is suffering. The diesels were always, listen, I've been a gas engine fan for a long time because I've never had a real need to pull anything heavy for long distances. Everything that I've had and owned and done in the past, I've always been able to get away with a gas engine just fine. However, I know with diesel, that's the job. That's its job. Low speed or low RPM, torque, and just pulling whatever you want it to pull. So whenever I got into those arguments, which I've gotten into arguments, not even conversations, arguments with people that just come up and diesel's the best and gasoline sucks and all that other stuff. And they just can't even wrap their head around what I'm saying of, hey, listen, I don't need a diesel to do what I'm doing. And why would I want to dick with that thing driving it every day and the noise and the rattles and the stink and the smoke and all that crap. That's way before DEF came around. I didn't understand. I'm like, I don't even want to deal with all that stuff. If I got a problem, I can pop the hood and I can fix it. The diesel, I got to have half a dozen special tools. I got to know somebody. The parts are more expensive. Ask her. All the parts are more expensive. I mean, everything. It's just, I just never seen a need for it. So that was always kind of my argument with them. Is like, hey, listen, I understand, what you're saying. The gas mileage, all that other crap. I understand, and it does pull better and all that crap. But how much better and how much? And the argument was always pretty level keel because I wasn't really winning the argument. They weren't really winning the argument. I mean, it was just kind of a wash. However, because the EPA has hit these diesels so hard with all this crap that has a tendency to go wrong and knocks down their gas mileage and just does all kinds of crap to the truck. I mean, it's like me throwing an extra 1,000 pounds on my truck of junk that I don't really need because the EPA says I need it. Yeah. Ever since that's happened, there's a lot of diesel guys that don't even argue the point anymore because they're like, I get what you're saying because this does suck. Although I'm not having much for trouble, I'm not having the fun that I used to with my old diesel, before all this stuff went into play. So if they could get that straightened out, I mean, I could see diesels being a great alternative again at some point. But right now, this era, the diesels are just, they're hurting. They're hurting really bad. And that's why all the manufacturers are really pushing these alternative ways of making the truck go down the road. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because, the fuel requirements, the gas, the mile per gallon requirements were, I think Obama might have kicked that in years ago, that he wanted some really high numbers on an average from every manufacturer by 2025. And this is going back to I don't even know when, back when he first got into office pretty much. And I thought, well, that's great. I can't imagine that happening, but that'd be spectacular if we could have cars getting that kind of gas mileage. And we made some really big progress. I mean, if you think about it, who would have thought there was just a handful of cars that would get 30 miles to the gallon everyday driving. And now there's a whole bunch of cars that get that kind of gas mileage. So, job well done in that aspect. But now you've got the trucks with the EPA requirements, the same EPA requirements that brought you those great gas mileage cars are really hurting those diesel trucks. So I can't say that's necessarily bad, but then again, it's not good either. I mean, it really made the diesels not as good as they could be. It really did. Although there's some great ones out there, and a lot of people, like I said, don't have any problems. They say, hey, I just put DEF, which I think GM puts it underneath the hood. I'm not sure why they did that.
No, it's terrible.
But a lot of people say, hey, I just keep it topped off with DEF and I don't have a problem. But I've heard other stories. Guys saying, yeah, I'm driving down, I'm towing, and all of a sudden it's going through a regen, and my power's knocked down quite a bit. And I mean, back when that thing first came out, your regen, you had to be on the highway traveling so many miles at a constant throttle and a constant temperature, and if you got under that or you decided to get off and get gas, your regen would shut off, and you'd have to start all over again. And anyways, like I said, things have gotten better, but it's still not as good as it could be. So if I had something really big that I had to pull with the diesel, I would get a diesel if we had to. And I would let it go the whole time, all stock as needed, to get the warranty, make sure that our warranty was in place. And then as soon as our warranty was up, I would rip off all the crap that I could that could cause a problem, and just deal with it that way. Make it reliable. None of that EGR crap and, well, I don't know, what's the other, the DEF, all that crap. Get rid of all that stuff, which at that point then I'm running illegal. I'm sure I could catch some kind of trouble for that, but that's the way it is. Looking at buying, how much did I miss? Looking at buying a trailer. Is the GVRW, gross vehicle weight rating, GVWR, the total weight of the trailer can carry, or the weight of the trailer? Your gross vehicle weight rating is, if you're referring to the trailer, it's the most your trailer can weigh, fully loaded with all the crap, full tanks, partial full, whatever stuff you got in there. That's your gross vehicle weight rating of the trailer. Your vehicle also has the same thing, a gross vehicle weight rating. You have the most that truck can weigh with all the crap, people in it, your luggage in it, full tank of gas, whatever, your hitch on the back, the whole thing. you only have so much that truck can carry as a whole unit. Then you have your GCVWR, which is your gross combined vehicle weight rating, and that is your truck weighing as much as it possibly can with all the crap that's in it, and the trailer weighing as much as it can with all the crap that could possibly put in it. That's the gross combined vehicle weight rating. That's a tricky thing. You may want to look up some more YouTube videos that might clarify that a lot easier for you, because I don't have a good way of saying that. My dad has an Oldsmobile. He's on the 80s. Weather was cold. Had to plug it in always garage. Always messing with him. Mom hated it. That Oldsmobile diesel that you're talking about most likely was GM's really bad attempt. They took a gas engine and they made it a diesel engine. There was like a regular old 350 engine that they made a diesel. That was not a good example. Some people had good luck with them, but I had a friend that had one. He had good luck with it, with gas mileage, and they liked the way that it drive, but nuh-uh. You guys go watch the World War III video on my channel. Veteran Bandits, LOL. Bandits, what time are you guys getting there? Yeah, most people will go over their payload before they hit their towing capacity. Yeah, we did it. Don't get me started on warranty and diesel. Yep. Parents had a diesel in their Oldsmobile Buick. The Oldsmobile Buick. Like I said, that was a gas 350. What I can remember of it, it was a lot of them was an Olds. Well, it all depends. I shouldn't say that. I think that they made a little old Sierra looking thing that had a diesel in it, but I'm talking about the old, like the Olds 88 that was from the 80s. That had a diesel engine that they took basically a 350 engine and they just made it from a gas engine to a diesel engine. And that wasn't a good deal at all.
It's a 305, wasn't it?
I don't
remember. I seen them.
They had 305s, but I don't think they converted the 305.
I can't remember what it was.
Ours was a two-door. My friend's was a two-door too. It was blue. It was a blue. It was an Olds 88, and it was a big car. It was in very good shape.
His oldest sister filled it with gas. Oh yeah.
That's not fun. When I was stationed in the service, every vehicle we had in our motor pool, at least in headquarters battery, every vehicle was diesel except for the medics. They had a Dodge. I can't remember what the nomenclature was, but we had a Dodge pickup truck that had basically a box that went on the back. Just like you see on MASH, they have a big red, cross and that. But anyways, it was the medic's vehicle, and it was gas, and they filled that bitch up with diesel, and that was a major pain. Now, as far as putting gas into the diesel, I would rather have somebody put gas in a diesel than diesel in the gas. Now, the problem with that is that the diesel, having gas in your diesel engine could cause a lot more damage if you run it. If it don't shut off right away, it could be more damage. But if you put diesel in the gas engine, that thing won't run. I don't know. I think they're equally junky. I think
different.
Yeah. Well,
So
not back then.
A
lot of that stuff.
I don't know. I never had.
Yeah,
diesel.
the nozzle's much bigger. One was smaller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Diesel Delta 88 station wagon. Yeah, that's a nice one. Happy Saturday from Ennis, Texas. Howdy. I've seen... I can't see both losses. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about what I just said about that. I don't think I'd want to do either. Diesel in the gas or gas in the diesel. Either or, right? Both of those situations kind of suck.
Couldn't be good.
Flagstaff 832 rear kitchen What's the SB? Did you get any info on the build before the dealer took delivery? Any? I don't know what you mean by info. Did we get any info on? We didn't.
We actually knew the
Well, we went.
weights, and
Yeah, we went to the.
we watched one.
We went to the tour. We went to the plant, and we wanted to watch ours get built, but he told us that he wasn't going to be there the day ours was going to get built. So we showed up 2 days later. We watched them build essentially the same basic trailer, just a different platform, and we so we got to see a lot of the stuff and how they weigh it and everything. Then we went out on the lot. And we actually seen this RV out on the lot in Indiana. So we got to we took all the info and the numbers off. Then when our dealer got it, the day they got it, pretty much we came up to the dealership before they prepped it, before they did anything to it, and we walked through it and we just looked at it. We seen everything then. So we from the factory, I can't take a tour. Yeah, why don't you go? You can't. You're saying you just can't get there to take the tour? Because they're pretty good about that. What was his name again? That guy out there? Yoder. Anthony Yoder. Yeah, just call up to the Rockwood plant, Flagstaff plant, it's all the same, and ask for Anthony Yoder and tell him you want to do a tour. He'll show you. Ask him when your unit is going to be built if you haven't got it already, and just say you want to go look. And he might be able to accommodate you.
Definitely contact him early.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Right now he's busy, definitely doing shows. He's going to be at all the RV shows. So when he does tours, he's got to sneak him in when he's not doing RV shows. But tell him that you want to see your unit being built if you could. He'll check his calendar. If not, then tell him you want to go up and see when your basic trailer style is being built. That way you can at least see what it looks like, the floor and the way they enclose it, where they route stuff, how they route stuff. It was very interesting. Hear all the Amish guys singing. I think everybody had. I remember my dad when he bought his 19. I think it was his first new car. He bought a 1975 Chevy Impala. I think it was 75 or 76. I can't remember now. Anyways. I can't remember what the deal was. I think he put leaded gas in it. It was an unleaded car, and he was having problems. It's funny how we could have that. Ooh, Patriots are on. Yeah, that might be something to go watch. What happens if you put 2-cycle in your gas tank? I don't know. It all depends on what kind of vehicle you have. Yeah, I mean, considering how much, like right now, even Heidi's little engine and the smaller the engine, the older the engine, the more it is the more likely it is for it to affect it. However, I know right now I could put 3 gallons of 2-cycle in Heidi's car, even if she has maybe, I don't know, 5 gallons of gas, and it would just smoke. It might run a little bit more poorly, but it wouldn't shut off or anything. It would run.
Now, Adventure Bandits are camping at West Branch.
No. Camping in January. Cool. We thought about it, but we have the whole RV thing, so the show, and we knew we wanted to do that. Plus, we have a recall. Yes, Anthony Yoder.
2 of them.
Yeah, we have. Well, we already looked at that.
Oh, I thought they were going to look at it.
Well, they could, but it said right on the thing to get up there and look to see if there was any problems. But we have a recall on our camper. There's a whole bunch of campers like this that have the recall, and it has to do with the slide. And it's the membrane that's on the outside, on the roof of the slide, which of course we have awning toppers. But on both slides, the company that makes the roofing material that goes on the slides, apparently during adverse, really cold or really hot temperatures, they're having problems with the rubber roof that's up there coming loose or wrinkling up or something like that. And we got to take it in for the recall. We're going to wait till the RV show and just talk to the guys directly at that point. And they got to put some kind of stuff on there to help with the sliding. And it has to do with the hot and the cold temperatures and how they interact with the rubber seal when the slide is going in and out. It has something to do with that. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, we'll see you guys up there. You're going to be up on the 9th. They're going to be at the RV show at the 9th.
Thursday.
The one winter we had to take our camper back to the factory and the weather would be amazing for winter. You're absolutely right. We could have camped how many times already? Well, everybody knows.
You can camp anytime.
Yeah, but I'm saying us. You know, we don't like the cold.
Right. But we could have camped a handful of times.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, this is for ours. All of our electrics and everything seem to be so far pretty good. I haven't seen anything that, or heard of anything, or see. I mean, when I'm underneath and look at wiring and that, nothing has ever really jumped out at me like, oh man, that's going to be a problem. But yeah, that roof, like I said, it's on the slide. It's a material issue, that how it interacts with the rubber sweeper that's on the roof. In extreme hot or extreme cold, they said that it could wrinkle, so they're going to fix it. There's some kind of coating they're going to put on the roof that's going to take care of that.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
You do, but you gotta go to the bathroom. Well, just make sure you turn off your microphone when you do that.
Be back.
Okay. Oh my God! How dare you pushed on me? You made the camera refocus and everything when you did that. They're replacing the roof, 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, our roof looked really good. I don't know what this winter's doing to it, but I'm kind of, we have a cover, but there's always this hope of us taking it out. Now that we got to take it in for a recall.
It's snowing.
It is. How much is out there? Heidi said it's snowing. It's snowing outside. Don't fall. The other thing that I've got to be concerned with, which I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with this, and I have to, again, we'll talk to the RV dealer when we're up at the IX show there. I don't have a way for them to move this RV around. Because it has that ProPride hitch on it. So they have to have some sort of a bar or something to stick in there. And I know they don't. I'm sure they don't. And I'm not taking off this ProPride hitch for them to move it around. So I might be leaving my rock guard and my stinger for them to use to move it around, or maybe we can set it up some way that, I can just leave my truck and catch an Uber and let them work on it, or maybe it won't take that long. So they're saying whatever they got to do to these roofs take about a half an hour for each slide. Seems that the last few decades saw a lot of consumer grade technology come and go. Yeah. Snowing. It's snowing since 6 there. We had a little bit that's just wet flakes, but that's been about it. Raining in Steubenville. I think my brother's down in Steubenville somewhere. I don't know. I haven't talked to him for a while. He got hooked up with some girl, and I advised him against it, and he said, "Yeah, I think you're right. You know, they broke up because it's my brother, just the way he is." Anyways, I don't know if I haven't heard anything. Snow and ice here in Ontario. No, we don't have snow and ice. We did have some snow the other day when I shot that video, but that was just a little bit. I mean, we haven't had, our winter's been really, really, really mild, extremely mild. I think a lot of people's in this Midwest swath, even going to the East Coast, everything's been real wild, or mild, I should say. "42 and clear here in Seattle." The way I understand from what we get on our extended weather, our like 8 to 10 day look over, and then the rest of January outlook and stuff like that. I've seen a pattern that it's going to be relatively cold out west, lower than average, and then we're supposed to be, in our situation, we're supposed to be warmer than average here. Full-length Fitches, it's about 8 right here. We love West Branch. Come out to our neck of the woods. Cool. Snowman time. No, we ain't got enough for a snowman, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah. You know, Robert, no snow in Connecticut. Calling for snow on Monday. Wow. Yeah, keep it mild. Talking about how 100 miles can make a difference in weather. That and being close to water, bodies of water. What I had no clue until Heidi drugged me out there. Said, "Let's go to Virginia Beach." Because I was thinking, why don't we go south further? And then we decided, well, you got to put on your mic. We've never really been to Myrtle Beach, or Virginia Beach, so that's why we did go to Virginia Beach. And oh my word, it was like in Pittsburgh and this area here, we were having snow and ice and all kinds of crap. And Virginia Beach, it was like in the 50s and 60s.
It was very nice.
It was very pleasant. And I thought, it wasn't that far away. It just didn't seem, especially looking at a map, of course, Virginia Beach isn't that far south of where we're at. But it being so close to the water. I mean, there was people that showed up after we'd been there about 3 days. Or that one couple came in with that little camper just covered with snow and ice. I'm like, wonder where they were.
It's getting icy out.
Is it now?
It's freezing.
It's snowing in Lake Milton.
It's.
Hey, do they sell that gas station in Lake Milton there? I think it's the only not Lakers, but the one that's actually up near the Lake, whatever that is.
I haven't been up there forever.
The main drag. I think that gas station was for sale. Getting a new trailer, outside, overweight. I'll look at your prior videos on the topic. Yeah, just you got to be real careful. Don't trust the trailer salesman. Don't trust the car salesman. You got to do that research yourself. You got to look at door tags and all kinds of stuff. There was ice just west of Charlottesville. How many 110 outlets are in your RV? Oh my.
Not enough.
No, there's more than last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in here, right? Yeah, so we have 5 in this area. 1 in the bathroom, there's 6. In the bedroom, we have 2, so 7, 8, 9 for the TV. So 9 or 10. About 9 or 10 regular AC outlets. Ted's Ashland. Yeah, I bought my F-150 there. I was working for Sears and I had a call out there. And I drove by, and this guy had the F-150 pickup truck.
These ones, yeah. These ones rotate.
Yeah, why? Somebody asked?
Yeah. Little ones do.
There, I turned mine on. Let's turn it on. There. Add some light to the subject.
Got some heat.
Add some heat. It is getting a little bit chilly in here.
It's 70.
Yeah, these lights move around. They point in different directions. No, we really don't mess with them that much. They're push buttons too. Yeah, Ted's Ashland. So this F-150 was sitting there. I think the guy was asking like $2,100 for it, and it had 100 and some thousand miles. The guy said he towed a trailer all over Canada. He lived in the area. He just knew that guy that run the place. The truck had sat in the field for a long time. Anyways, I thought, well, I should be able to knock him down on price. I took it for a drive. I'm like, I ain't talking this guy down on price at all. This truck's nice. It was in very good shape. He had Ford redo all the brakes on it, and I mean they had good tire, everything about it. It was a good truck. So I paid exactly what he was asking for it. Although the guy was a smoker and the whole inside smelled like smoke. Looking for alternative lighting to watch TV in the RV.
Yeah, these are okay, but the 4-inch round lights, they are way too bright.
Oh, so that gas station is for sale. Wow. That's like almost a landmark out that way. Ice just west of Charlottesville. You need to get more south than that. But when my sister and my brother-in-law moved to South Carolina, they were all excited. I said, no, not for me. I see that they get snow. If I move south, I don't want to deal with snow. I want, if there's a snow event, I want it to make national news. Like, there hasn't been snow here ever. Or there's been snow here once in every 150 years. You know, that kind of thing. Can you put a dimmer for those lights?
I don't know if we can or not.
They're just 12-volt lights. I don't know.
I'm talking about these lights are too bright. Everybody says they're too bright.
Oh, yeah. You mean this one here?
Yeah.
Let's see. Turn that one off. See how dark it gets on the camera.
Not much.
A
little bit.
It's a little bit darker. Yeah, this is a bright light here. This is the way all the LEDs are in here. You know, they except for the ones in the slide, you have to turn off in the slide.
They're
so
all
like
12.
this one, that one, and these two, you have to turn them off. However, all the other lights are on one switch. But if you want, even though they're on that one switch, you can still turn them off at each individual light, so it's not so bright. Yeah, the main lights we could turn off. I mean, currently right now, as we do this obviously on purpose for the camera. Currently right now we have, of course, these two little lights, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 LEDs that are lighting this area, and we don't even have anything on that's over the stove. We could turn on 2 more LED lights there. Every one of those lights we can turn off. I mean, individually, so we could play around with that to make it to where the mood is definitely a lot better than what it is. Like when we sit in the house, if we have the TV on, we don't have any lights on.
All right.
We don't have hardly any lights on at all. Fireball. Yeah, this is the way they came. This is the way the thing came. We added LED lights. We added LED lights in here. This stuff falls down. I don't even know if that'll come up. What fell out on me? Coke cup. Is that up there?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they might be dead. It has been winter.
Oh, there's only one in there. Forgot. Yep, we came one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we added LED lights up here. We added LED lights in every cabinet, on every single cabinet, under the sink, under the bed, in the closets, and all these doors. We did a video on that, and we put links to them and everything. They run off 4 AA batteries, just regular AA batteries, and they last ever since we put them in. And
Wow.
one of the reviews was the guy said that he hadn't changed them for a long time. So I will buy your RV for $20 and a chicken sandwich. I would have said no, but then you threw in the chicken sandwich. Bluish LEDs.
These-
Now these are a little bit warmer colors. These here.
No, the
But
bluish LEDs probably wouldn't. These are so bright.
they're bright. We
Ugh.
got more than that. Oh, I never did. How many LED lights do we have in here, do you think? Because we have 1 in the bed, or 2 in the bathroom. Okay, so let's count them all again. These are LEDs. So 1, 2, 3,
That's not LED.
4. Yeah.
This one is?
Yes, absolutely.
It's
So
a soft one.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
2 in the bedroom.
15, 16, then 2 above the bed. 17, 18. So yeah, we've got 18 LEDs that are all this bright.
They are.
They definitely add that up. They did a good job with that. Now, but the problem is this real bright one that I'm looking up here. It is bright. We got 2 of those above our bed. So like if you want to turn on the reading light, oh my, you just reach up and turn your head and don't look right into it, or you have that blue dot. I don't know you, but can you sub to me? I'm not sure.
We don't know you.
Yeah, we're not sure why. We hardly sub to anybody, tell you the truth. That's tough. I bought for the headlights. Worked perfect. Thanks, Heidi. Head west on any. Hello. Is somebody better scratch off, reveal where you train? Where'd you find it, please? Safe travels. We put a. Is there a link still for it?
What's it?
We'll have to find a link for it. Yeah. We scratched off wherever we have stayed for a couple of nights or more. I don't remember.
In the RV.
In the RV, right?
Not this one, but
What trip are you most looking forward to in 2020?
we're definitely looking forward to the Myrtle Beach trip.
Yeah, right
to meet
now.
up with everybody.
That's the only one we have planned. So
yeah,
absolutely the Myrtle Beach trip. But thanks. I don't know. No, because you're using vacation, right? Is that correct?
yeah.
Yeah, well then, I don't think that we really... Myrtle Beach. That's the only one we can say right now, because it's the only one that we know for sure we're going to. What are you looking at me for? You want to do this? I'll hand it to you. Oh, this is a handful. I'm going to try to find that map. This is always a pain in the butt to do. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, it is. That's why you always do it.
Yeah. You got your phone?
Yeah. It's right there.
Oh, Heidi, carry the conversation. I'm doing something.
You could do that later.
Nope, I'm doing it now.
Well, I can hardly see the computer, so.
Okay, lean in. Lean into it. That was Facebook. You'd be leaning into it, reading it.
Really?
Also have a hotel in what? Oh, have a hotel in mind that you would recommend to stay. Like I said, Compass Cove was expensive. We loved Compass Cove. If you want to do really cheap, it's in North Myrtle Beach, so it's a little ways away.
It's not that far.
It's not real far, but it's a little ways away. That Red Tree Inn is dirt cheap. I always had good luck there. It's kind of a dive. It's a clean dive. I don't know how else to describe it, but we haven't been there in how many years?
10?
Yeah,
Probably maybe more than 10. Probably
Yeah.
about 14.
has it been that long?
Mm-hmm.
Did Mercedes? Did they put that map in a frame for us?
She said she bought it like that.
Huh.
Yeah, I can never. I've never been able to find one like that. She said they weren't available anymore.
Huh. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything with a frame. Oh, that stinks. Well, you have to frame it yourself. It would be this one, and this one, and that one, and that one. And boom. Okay, now let's see if we can get in here. This is going to be interesting if I can even do this.
To say, how much do you estimate that your total expenses are yearly on trips that you take? Right now we don't add them up.
Yeah, we don't. At
We
all.
don't even keep track even a little bit. Maybe sometimes on the fuel.
All right, there we go. So who was that was asking about the map? Who was it? Where's it at?
Must be up here.
Oh, there it was. Head west on 90. Yeah. Yeah, I just put the link there. They found it.
Hi, Frank.
These days get USCCA insurance. USAA? Yeah, that's probably what we're going to end up doing. Why can't I close out this crap? Let's keep on wanting to play videos. Oh, hey, Frank joined on. Cool. How many 12-volt outlets do you have that can charge a cell phone? We don't have but just one 12-volt outlet, but we have one, two. Is there two over here? No. I think there's two over here, right? No, that one don't have it either. So we have like
Talking cigarette later.
no. Well, he's asking 12-volt. Yeah, we have one 12-volt, but we have I know two USBs in the bedroom, and I think some reason I think there's another USB that I'm forgetting about. I think there's a USB behind the TV also.
So there'd just be two.
Two in the bedroom. So
No, I don't have one on my side.
two in the bedroom.
Oh, you have two on your side.
Right. So, and then I think we have like three USBs for charging the phone, and then we have a cigarette lighter 12-volt that's in the bedroom. But the thing is that you can buy those stupid cubes that you just plug in that you can plug a USB into. So, I mean, they're everywhere. We have so many laying around, I can't even keep track anymore where we got them at or anything. They're from old phones and stuff. I guess you guys need a ballpark amount of savings for each individual trip. Oh, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, Robert, I think you're right. Who was asking that, by the way? Who was asking? How much do you estimate your total expenses are yearly on the trips that you take? Depends on the trip, how many miles we're driving, how fast we're traveling, how we're staying, where we're staying. I mean, there's so many things. If we like reserve a place, we'll never reserve a whole week other than Myrtle Beach because we got people there that we want to see. However, we would never do that on our own if we're just out traveling. So I don't think we learned our lesson about reserving a place to go and vacation for a whole week.
Especially if you've never been there.
If we've never been there. It was a great place for 3 days. And then we're like bored out of our minds. So if we're going to do a trip of about, well, if you guys want to, and this is kind of directed towards whoever. I don't know who just said that. We gotta look. This is directed towards Adam Pearson. Okay, Adam.
Yeah.
Go back to our trip that we took. It's called Summer Trip, and it was back in like 2017. Go back and you can, at the end of that trip, we did a kind of a whole what it cost us for everything. And I don't remember what it was. That was 2 weeks, right? We were gone for 2 weeks. We did 2,400 miles.
I think so.
We ate out almost all the time. We had no reservations. We stayed the night a couple times in a truck stop and at a Cracker Barrel or I don't know where else. But for the most part, we stayed in campgrounds. Some campgrounds are real expensive. Some campgrounds are really cheap. And I think with fuel, the money we spent eating out, all that crap, it was like $2,200.
Something, 22, 24, somewhere around there.
And I mean, we spent not foolishly, but carelessly to the point where we didn't care. We wanted to enjoy ourselves. We had saved up money and we just said, listen, we're going to go where we want to go. We're going to stop where we want to stop. No matter what day it is, we're going to drive as fast as we want or as slow as we want. And we just didn't care. And over 2 weeks, it was about $2,200 or $2,400. I'm talking everything. That was even paying for our daughter to house sit and paying our daughter to mow the lawn, which I think I gave her a couple $100 for that. It was everything. It was a bunch of stuff in there. So if we were to do it like the trip to Myrtle Beach, other than the accommodations, we could do that trip for as cheap as maybe $800 for a week.
Plus.
No, I'm thinking other than the accommodations, other than us paying for the campsite, I think if we wanted to, we could do that as cheap as $800. That's the fuel down, the fuel back, and us and food.
We could.
Most likely, we're gonna be spending a lot more than that because we want to.
Thanks, Sandra.
We got a super chat. You know what that means? If I can get it up here, Sandra. This is for you, just for you. Since we got a super chat. Look how long it's taken me. Losing interest myself. Right. I don't even know where it's at.
Quit closing your apps.
Well, I had to look up that other thing. So Sandra just gave a super chat. It's somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
It's getting boring. And it probably won't even work. Oh, that's what I was looking for.
Go all the way to...
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
But even then, I don't think it's going to work.
Oh boy.
Now I don't have the... This isn't on anymore. Because it shut off. Here we go. There it was, all that.
He cracks himself up.
For your super chat. I do crack myself up. And I tell Heidi she should crack herself up. I say, Heidi, just
do it.
Do it! Do it! Just do
Oh my gosh. S'mores Camping wants you to do the opener.
No, what are you waiting for? Nothing is impossible.
Okay.
Wait a minute. This is
Yes, you can.
what's his name? This is that dude that played on the Transformers. I don't remember his name is.
You should get to the point.
Let's see it again, Mike.
Let's see it again.
You're not gonna stop there.
See,
Oh,
the
my
opener.
gosh.
And it is so hard for me to do that voice, especially at the end of the day.
You gotta record it on here and then you can just play it.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
I never thought about it. I don't know how to do that though. I can put it on a thing. Okay, let me see. It's what have you been up to?
Yeah.
What have you been up to? Okay. What have you been up to? I've been riding on a daydream.
Yes, you can.
I can't even.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that is funny.
Make your dreams come true.
Shia LaBeouf. That's who's screaming that stuff. What's the highest campground you've been to, and when's the cheapest? Oh, the highest we've been to was a stupid KOA in Myrtle Beach, right? That was
ridiculous.
expensive. It's like $90 for a night.
It was actually more than that.
The cheapest was off season in Fort Myers, Florida. It was in the middle of the
$30.
summer. It was less than $30 because we had a Good Sam discount, and it was a buy one get one. So for $28, we got 2 nights. So I don't even know how to do that math because without the discount, it was basically $15 a night. Nice Asus. Oh, the computer? Yeah, this is an old ROG from like 2014. I used to use it for movie editing, or for video editing, and it's kind of a backup. Now I have a Predator 17X something. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, I can't believe that we got, what's that called? Super chats.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those aren't good ones.
Those aren't good ones. You're right. I still like the other ones. That, or we can do Nuclear Siren.
He's like a small child.
I love it. We can do War Sounds. That sounds like a gun. Listen to that one. I've had these on this phone for a long time. I just never used them.
He forgot to use them last chat.
Yeah, I want to use these. This is my favorite one by far. ROG, yeah, you know me. Wonder how many people know that song. How many people know that song that Shrags just referred to? It ain't ROG. It's OPP. How many people know that song? And how many people know what OPP stands for? Do you guys see yourself doing much off-grid camping, strictly staying with what are so? We want to do a lot more off-grid camping. However, we are definitely campground people. We like campgrounds. We always have.
I do want off-grid stuff to see.
I want to do off-grid stuff to see how much money we can save, and if we can start to like it.
There's a lot of people that do it.
Yeah, and right now it's kind of like I don't know how to put it into words really, which is funny for me saying that. But the only time that we've gone without has been in campgrounds, and all we could think of is this would be so much nicer if we just had water, if we just had but if we were not paying as much as we were for the campgrounds and we were out somewhere. Yep. Red Jaguar knows. Herbie's on the game. But fact that we were, relatively dry camping in a campground, it was inconvenient. But if we were out in the desert, I mean, there's some benefits of being out in the desert. Or if we were out somewhere boondocking there's benefits to that, to the point where you'd say, okay, so I don't have water hookup. However, there's nobody around me for the next 5 miles. Or everybody out here doesn't have hookups, and I think it'd be different. So we have to experience that. Hey, we have one site here at Pepper's Place. It has electric and water. What's Pepper's Place? Where's Pepper's Place? You could go to the winery down the road and not have to drive. I don't, I'm not a big wine fan. Because I like it. I like the wines really fruity and sweet. And sometimes it makes my stomach upset. Campgrounds can be a lot of fun. Sometimes nice to socialize with others. No, we like to socialize all the time, pretty much. Big company campgrounds are crazy money. Yes, I agree 100%. Some of them have been worth it because they actually offer something then there's other ones that just charge a lot of money for, no apparent reason. What's that?
On the beach.
Yeah, like when we were in Ormond
Beach.
Beach. What was that called?
It was just a small...
Coral Sands.
Yeah.
We went to Coral Sands, and that's on the beach, sort of, and it's as much on the beach as you can get without being on the beach.
There's several sites on the beach.
Yeah, there were sites that were right... Still, it's not on the beach, but you basically come out in your swim trunks, no socks, shoes, whatever, and just walk so many feet and go down the ladder and you're on the beach. That one was, I don't remember how much a night, it's been so long. That was well worth it because of their location. But like I said, then we had Myrtle Beach campgrounds at KOA, and there was nothing there that I was interested in. And it was expensive. Even if you had kids. I guess there was a creek there. And
people see that.
There was a place for that jumpy jello thing, blob or whatever. But yeah, it depends if you have kids and that. But yeah, some of these campgrounds, the money that they want to charge. If you guys don't know, if you haven't experienced it yet or you haven't even looked or signed up.
That's the wind.
There's no way.
It is.
There's no way that was the wind. Our whole RV just rocked.
That was the wind.
And if our RV just rocked like that, that's incredible. I have the stabilizers down.
That is the wind.
Really?
Holy shit. It actually blew the door. Sorry.
What door?
It was blowing the door.
Wow.
The flag is going. Pew, pew.
So anyways, getting back to what I was saying. Before the whole trailer rocked. That was crazy. If you guys have you ever in the past, it used to be we reserved with the Ohio State Parks, and they had their own little reservation system. And then at some point they went to Reserve America, which a lot of other places use throughout the country. Well, the Ohio State Parks just recently have now went back into their own RV reservation system and have gotten rid of Reserve America. They did transfer all my points that I have accumulated, so you want to just check to make sure that your points, if you have a reservation with them, because we're part of their, what's that called, customer loyalty program. Just make sure your stuff is transferred. However, the new reservation system, they said, will save time and money and be a little bit easier, which I don't doubt it. I'm sure the state parks are paying to use that Reserve America prior, but anyways. Just pay attention that if you guys reserve in the Ohio Park system, there is a new reservation system, and you will have to sign up for it.
Clam.
Who's got the best price of the clam like you guys have? We just did Amazon, that link that we had, because I checked the other places, and it seemed like that some of the places are cheaper, and then they charged a shitload of money for shipping. And I read a couple of reviews that people received them damaged. And I thought, I want
You feel
Amazon because I can ship it back. I can call them and they will ship it back. It's the one thing with Amazon that we'll pay a little extra for, just to know that we can have them pick it up and bring it back if there's something wrong with it, and we don't have to pay for shipping or none of that crap. If not, I mean, you can try to smaller items. I say shop wherever you want to, but that's not the case there. I think that's probably something that I want to do with big items, not with big items. Just you need to click on him. Hate speech. There you go. You guys, idiot bastards. It's still up there.
Well, I just click one by one.
So, to answer your question is, unless you can find some place that has it on sale that you trust and you're going to get it without it being damaged or anything like that, then I want to do it.
No, I didn't know you could do that. I did not know you could do that.
Apologize, got an idiot up here. Maybe you guys don't see it. I hope not.
Yeah, they do. I see in the comments.
I'm pushing the wrong button because I'm too far away.
Because you thought you could do it faster.
Yeah. I can only get so much out of there. I don't know what the hell. Where do these people come from? Merb. Hey, Merb.
Yeah, that's
Get
for
out of
sure.
your mom's basement. Trolls. We don't get that many of them normally. Yeah, I already did that, Don. We did. We blocked him. It just took a couple seconds for it to go into play. But it's one of those channels that he probably has 17 different other channels, so. Whatever. Damn kids.
How do you know it's a kid?
I don't know. Well, you're right, I guess. Ooh, we got warm in here. Wisconsin State Parks use Reserve America of like 2 years ago. Don't like it. Yeah, we initially when we got... Okay, I'll tell you the problem that I have with Reserve America. We had like 17,000 points, and we were moved from the Ohio State Reserve system, Ohio State Parks reservation system, to the Reserve America system. And I had like 700 points that were pending. Those pending points were like there forever. And I didn't understand when it was at Reserve America. I called them up and I said, listen, I'm counting my points up here. I'm counting the dollars that I spent, and the points aren't being applied. What's happening? What's going on? Oh, let's look into it. It took like a month, and me talking to like 4 different people, and them saying, no, everything's fine. I'm saying, what do you mean it's fine? Even to the day that they were transferring me back from the Reserve America system years later, back to the Ohio State the reserve, I still had 510 pending points from like 2013 or something like that. Those pending points just never got applied, and they couldn't figure out why, and they kept on making up all excuses and that. So the good thing that I like about the new, now that it's back to the Ohio State Parks handling it, those points are worth so many dollars off. Before, you could just like cash them in for time, like at at cabins or 3 days
3
at the
days.
campground, but you could only do like 2 days, and it was weird. But now it's worth money. They're worth money to be applied if you want to make, stay in Ohio State parks. So thankfully.
I made Red.
Oh, good. Awesome. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. So he's a moderator. Yeah, the man. Hammer down. Ma'am, may you please give me moderator? I wish to be respectful as possible.
No, I got it covered. Thanks anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, watch out, he's got a wrench. He gonna wrench on somebody. Yeah, I've never thought about that before. Yeah, we don't, I mean, honestly, we don't normally have that many trolls that pop up here, which is good. So, yeah, I never thought about that, though. I'll tell you what else I never think about. Dreaming out loud, RVing. Sorry so late. No, you're not late. You're fine. Anytime's a good time. One of the things that I just got hit the other day again, and it's automatically deducted. We need to be able to utilize our... Hey, Greg, what's up? We were just talking about you earlier, you and Juanita. We need to utilize our website more somehow. I don't know how to make it worth it, but I just paid another $600 for another 3 years to have a website that we haven't even typed on in the last 2 years. So I just don't get it. I need to utilize that somehow. It's snowing in Massillon. Keep it over there. Go put a blanket outside and block it. Yeah, Greg, I thought that it was the Shrags that we were having Dave and Buster's with up at the IX show last year. And here it was you guys. It was you and Juanita. Of course, the Wagners, but it was you and Juanita. I have no clue how we... I've been drinking, right? Maybe that was it.
I don't know.
Yeah, because we was having rum runners there. Maybe that was it.
I'm sorry.
Well, we've never had a problem with... We have HostGator. HostGator, GoDaddy, whatever. What do we have? HostGator. We've had a website now for 6 or 7 years.
It's been that long?
It's been a long 5 years?
3
No,
years,
it had to be
maybe.
longer than that.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. We just paid for 3 years. So we've had that website for about 3 years, maybe 4 at the most. And we like the site, but the problem is I couldn't get Heidi up and running to keep it updated and show her everything. It's just now I haven't touched it for so long. I got to completely relearn it all. Even though it's easy to use for the most part. I mean, it's user friendly. They've upgraded me at some point to that web. What's that thing called? Not Webmaster. What's that thing called that everybody has?
Web host or
No, it's
WebGator?
something out. No. It's
I don't know.
whatever everybody uses to manage their websites. Whatever.
It's still the same. It still works the same.
Right, but I'm saying that there's people that 90% of the people out there use this one type of format to manage their websites, and I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, they upgraded to that, which I never learned or never even tried to learn, and I just used the HostGator web builder or whatever. WordPress. Yeah, you got it, Marcus. WordPress. apparently my site can be modified through WordPress. I don't want to learn WordPress. I don't need that much. When I first got the website, I did learn a big lesson, and the lesson was, they said the best website for you to have is the easiest one for you to use and to manipulate and change and do whatever. And I was happy with it initially, but then I found that I was using so much time because here I was shooting all this video, accumulating all this information, and then there goes the salt truck again, and then putting all the stuff, on YouTube, and then we were sharing it on Facebook. Then we got Instagram, so we'd share some stuff on Instagram. Then I'd go to the website, and then I was typing in information on the website. I was adding new pictures, I was adding new product, and I was going through all that. And next thing I know, it was time for me to shoot another video again. It was just too much. I quit doing it. I said, yeah. I told Heidi, I said, you can do it. I said, if you want to do the website. So she tried to start a blog, actually blogging on there. And that lasted just a short period of time. And I think basically what we need to do is...
I think the website is crap.
No, I like
the person that set it up
no,
for us.
I think it looks nice.
Oh, I don't think. I think it looks cheesy.
I wonder who was involved trying to put it together. It
Not
was
me.
all me, right. So,
Yeah.
of course I like the way it looks. Maybe somebody else should have done it. I've been more than happy to hand that over to you.
I got one phone call with the lady, and she didn't teach us nothing.
I didn't need her taught anything at that point.
Anyway.
The whole idea was the lady that was telling us about the website in the first place wasn't what your thing's off. The whole idea behind the lady doing anything with us at all, she was building the website. Unfortunately, she was building the website for the wrong reason. They were wanting me to go through SEO stuff, and they were trying to promote the website overall, and that was part of this package that I paid into. And whenever she put it all together in that, then I was wanting to make changes and stuff, and they said, no, she's already done with that. Now we're going to promote it. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what I wanted. So then all of a sudden I got talking with a supervisor of some kind, and the supervisor was telling me, well, you should have never been sold this package in the first place. We were wanting to promote your website, that we were going to use SEO stuff, and I didn't want any of that. I just wanted somebody to build the website the way I wanted. And we basically threw it in her lap, and she came back and said, this is the website. Do you want anything changed? I told her all the stuff that I wanted changed. And then she came back again and said, okay, I made all those changes. This was like a week later. I made all those changes. What do you think now? And I said, everything looks great. What do I need to do for this and this? And she goes, this is how you add things. And I went ahead and I added in all the stuff that I wanted. And a lot of the stuff, unfortunately, got lost because I came from some Bluehost or something, and they lost the information, but they could find it for an extra $300. They would find my information. That was funny. So I just said, forget it. And I just reloaded everything myself. And anyways, it's just a total nightmare. So basically, we're getting to the point, or we will be at the point somewhere down the road here, that we need to pay somebody monthly that we can just call in and say, hey, listen, here's a bunch of pictures. Here's our latest trip. Here's the latest product that we just reviewed or bought or have tried out. And we want you to upgrade, here, update our site. It's going to have to get, some sort of a web page manager. But I don't know anything about that crap. So it sucks. Murphuss has gone bye-bye. Galen, dreaming out loud. Are we doing pretty well? Thanks. Have some generator questions, but it says it all with you. Generator questions. Yeah, I'm really happy with our generators. I think that we narrowed that down pretty well. It took us a little while to figure it out, but right?
What's that?
Our generators.
No. I'm sure you'll
If I had
buy
to,
something else.
I don't know. If I had to do it over again, I think I would probably do it the exact same way that we did it in the first place. The exact same way. Exactly that same way. We've got they got a lot of cool names. Dreaming Out Loud RVing. So that's got to be an RV channel, right? I didn't even realize that. I broke out my old Cleveland Zoo hat. I haven't found that in forever. And I finally got my hair cut the other day because I knew I was going to go get my picture taken for the whole concealed carry thing. I thought I shouldn't have real long hair. That would look dumb. Which is really funny because you have to provide the sheriff's office with a 2x2 picture. And then after you supply them with that 2x2 picture, they then sit you down and take a picture of you for your license. Thanks. We love our rig too. It's very comfortable. It's got a lot of roominess to it. I think that I really wanted to see the new 2604 SW, not WS like we have. I wanted to see that. I wanted to get in it and just feel it because I think I would have a problem with it because of the bathroom and the storage in the bathroom. But other than that, I like the fact that I think I'm almost positive. Well, no, I know for sure. You don't have to move the chairs to bring the slide in. They took and moved the slide forward. It's this exact same RV. The kitchen's identical. That door is identical. The space from the door to the back of the RV is identical. But the slide is moved forward enough that the chairs can get bolted in or locked in right there. And when you put the slide in, plus they moved the dinette, right? Mm-hmm. The dinette's where we're sitting, and the couch is over where the dinette is. And you lose the cabinet above the dinette. You lose one of these cabinets. You can see we have this 3-bay cabinet, and we have that one over there too. You lose one of those with the new setup, from what I can tell. And the bathroom is not a walk-through bathroom, technically, because you can walk. It's kind of off to the side. Even though there's a door, 2 doors, you could walk through it. And when the slide's in, that's the only way you could go through it. The shower looked the same size. The medicine cabinet was bigger. The storage under the medicine cabinet was bigger. There was no other storage in there, though. There was no linen storage like we have behind the toilet. The toilet looked like it was relatively comfortable. The bedroom looked pretty decent. It wasn't bad. They had a fireplace, but I just wanted to see it.
It was a mixture of that other one with the big kitchen.
Yep.
This one.
They took the best of the 2608 SB and the 2604 WS, and like she said, they kind of mixed them. And other than they didn't put the bed on a slide, it was interesting. They did put the the black tank flush back where it's supposed to be on the water supply side, unlike ours that's on that side. They did put the electrical 50 amp hookup though, I think on the back, or yeah, no, that's right. It's on the edge, but they moved some stuff around. So anyway, I wanted to see it really bad. We are driveway surfing, yes. Pause and effect. Hello. Oh, cool. Greg's going to be at the IX on Friday. What would you choose if you were going to get a larger RV than the one you have? A fifth wheel. I almost definitely. What do you think?
Don't know.
As far as a bumper pull, a 32-foot maybe, but Yeah, just do it. But no, probably a fifth wheel. If we had to go bigger, I honestly, unless something drastically changes, I can't imagine needing bigger, right?
No.
I mean, right now, I can't think of why. Just do it. I gotta find Just Do It because they were saying Just Do It. Here it is, Shia LaBeouf.
Just do it!
Heidi, you know you want that $5. That's what he said. Greg's saying,
Do it!
yeah, it's getting close to Heidi's bedtime. She got to go to work tomorrow. She's working on a Sunday because she's normally off on Sunday, but if she works on Sunday, then she can use that day at another time, right?
Yep.
Which she will for the show.
Yes, you can!
Yes, you can. Now it got me playing with this thing again. Anita has to work tomorrow. Hey, Greg, is Juanita's, where's she at Cabela's? Is that like the closest Cabela's to? There's not very many of them because I was looking for this loader thing for a gun, and boy, the Cabela's, the close one was like real far away. I've never looked for Cabela's before. Have you?
No. Wasn't that one we went to West Virginia?
That was Gander Mountain, maybe. Was that Gander Mountain? I don't know what that was. Mike and Heidi, you may like the Haley family videos from their trip out west. We'll have to look at that. Haley
Check it out.
family videos. So it's Haley family. Is that the oh, there it is. Are you able to click on that? Can you just touch it?
What, this?
Oh yeah. Click on their click on their, everybody's gone on their icon. How about their name? Try their name. Nope. The 3 dots go to their channel, maybe. We're trying to do this. Go to channel. Uh-oh, this might work. And there, we just subscribed. Coming camping. You made it back home. Good deal. CM made it back home. Coming camping. Can you believe we got some snow today? I didn't think we were going to. If you guys don't know, Cummins Camping is really close to us. Not very far at all. Be in touch. Getting treated to Star Wars 10/20 show for my birthday, which was your birthday was Wednesday.
Oh, happy birthday, Red.
Holy cow! You just turned 50, didn't you? Happy birthday, partner. Camping World bought Gander Mountain. Oh, okay. That's nice to know. That'll go downhill. KFC is down quite a few chickens. Nita says you have to come to Avon, though. Oh. That's a little bit too far. Maybe a little bit too far to go to Avon. Just sub 2. We'll check it out. Cool. I don't have a happy birthday one.
Make your dreams come true!
There you go. She said, what?
It's buffering again.
I hear, boy, I hope that's not piling up on the awning. So I got to put the slide back in. It's going to be getting cold for a couple days. You're warm. Don't need the heater on if I sit next to you. You're really warm. Adios,
See ya,
Irving.
Red. Okay, you need to wind it down.
Need to wind it down. Well, I don't disagree with that. What time is it?
Almost 9:30.
Oh, 9:30. Wow, that's pretty good. Buddy says,
Just do it!
yeah, we lost our moderator. No snow in the thumb of Michigan. What have you been up to? I did a what have you been up to
He
earlier.
might not have been on there.
Yeah, you have to wait until we repost the video. They got me to chat that thing or say it again. Wind it down. No way. It's time to break out the Yukon Jack. No, I already had a couple drinks. Bass Pro in Myrtle Beach.
Make your dreams come true!
I can't believe this guy.
Nothing is impossible! Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it!
I don't even know where I got that at. I have no idea where that app came from. All right. I think we will wind it down because it's been 3 hours. It's
course.
snowing outside. I've got to clean off the slide. Oh, and by the way, whoever was saying, and I don't think it was anybody here, but if it was, I got pictures to prove it. I got that squeegee, and I said this silicone squeegee that we use for the slide to wipe off all the water before we put it in is a godsend because it really does a good job of not allowing the water to come into the RV. And somebody had said, oh, those black seals that are on the side, they wipe off, when you bring it in. Listen, our black seals are damn near new. I keep them lubricated with all our crap and all that stuff. And it's all nice and tight and everything else it should be. But I'm going to tell you, the other day I put it in when it was raining. And I took video, and those walls were soaking wet. They were just all kinds of water because I thought, I don't have time to get out that squeegee. I'm not going to stand out there in the rain. It's not going to make a difference. Let's just get the slide in. And I couldn't believe how much water came in. So, snow in Waldo, Ohio. You guys are, it looks like between Marcus and Herbie, they're going to be loaded for bear there.
Yeah, we don't need to bring 3 of everything.
Yeah, Herbie still has the wrench. He still got the wrench. Wonder who just gave me a little ding ding there. It's Greg. What do you need from Killa? Oh, nothing. Thanks for asking, Greg. Now I went out, and since I didn't know, and since we're going to be traveling in that, I went out and bought I went and got my concealed carry. I just, since I'm a veteran, you just give them your paperwork, show that you were in the service, and then they send you your concealed carry thing a few days later. Anyways, I was trying to load. I went out and bought a gun. I don't even own a gun, so I went out and bought a gun, and I was trying to load the magazine, and I mean I haven't loaded magazines for a long time. And my thumb was killing me. I mean, it only holds like 12 rounds. And I those last couple of rounds, I thought, well, it's because it's new. And I did the other one. It's like, I can't handle this. So anyways, they have that thing, that Uplula or whatever it was. And I'm like, I want one of those. So I started looking for them, and they said Cabela's had them. And Dick's Sporting's good, and a couple of other places. And I thought, where in the world is the Cabela's at? Yeah, I got the Uplula. And I got it from the place I bought the gun. I called them up and said, you got this thing called an Uplula? And they said, yeah. And it was only $32. I'm like, I'll be up there.
I want to try loading that, and I can't see how hard it could be.
Oh. I might have to put that on camera, guys. Florida does
See?
it. What's that? Yeah. I that's what they told me too. But I had a hard time. Oh, see, we got a new one today. Herbie, hurry, do your job.
Derby!
Not Lyrenes. We're going to block him real quick. The flag. And you're spent. Boom. Yeah, that Uplula was it. That I seen another one that yeah, everybody's like, here we go again. But that other one I liked was when you have those cases. But I'm we're not going to be using that much. I got to go out and Herbie beat us to it. I needed to go. I need to go put a bunch of rounds through the gun and try it out. You see about Florida CCW above? No, did I miss it? What is that? What's the Florida? Did he say something?
I didn't see.
Oh, Florida does that too, but they are trying to decrease the validity time and require training each time before you renew. More money. Well, it's funny you say that because here used to be that you had to go do the classes regardless. Unless, and okay, let me rephrase that. You have to do the classes regardless. It's 8 hours. Then, after that, they changed it to where if you were retired military, not a veteran, but retired military, or you were active military, or a retired police officer within the last 10 years of being retired. So you retired and it's 9 years and 8 months. You could go down and you could get your CCW without taking classes. Then they made it to where where it is now, to where anybody, regardless of any time whatsoever, can get your CCW, and it doesn't cost any. Honorably discharged, retired, or active military, or retired cop, or whatever. You don't have to pay anything. You can renew at any time. It doesn't cost anything. It's kind of like a benefit. If you were a veteran, they give you that benefit so you can. I mean, we had a gun defending, so why can't you have a gun now defending? You used to defend the country, why can't you use it to defend yourself? That's their whole idea. So, not only that, but they... I agree, Herbie. We'll hurry up here. But they not only are doing that, but they're changing, and they're considering the stand your ground here. They've already taken it. Used to be that if something happened, you were going to be, as the shooter, even though you were doing it self-defense, you would be treated as if you were a murder suspect, and you would have to prove your innocence. Now they changed that law to where at least the prosecutors, you're considered innocent, and the prosecutors have to show guilt. They are also considering stand your ground, which we don't have here. And not only that, but they are considering, because it's an open carry state, you know, if I can walk down the street, if I woke up tomorrow and I didn't have a concealed carry license, I could put a gun on my hip and I can walk down the street. I can go into Walmart, even though you're not supposed to. I can go into the grocery store, you know, whatever. I can go into Heidi's part store, ask her.
I don't have a sign.
Guys come into her work all the time with guns on their hip. However, and I don't need any training whatsoever. I don't need a certificate. I don't need anything. But if I put on a jacket because it's a little cold and it covers up that gun, now I need a permit. So they thought that was really stupid. So dumb. Now they're thinking, why do we need permits at all in the state? There's a lot of people that are saying, well, we'd like to see people at least have training of some kind. But those people that are carrying the guns on their hip, walking down the street, they don't have any training. They just have the right to carry, so they are. So they're looking to do that. Not only that, but they're changing it to where right now, if the police pull you over, obviously, if you have a gun on you and you have a concealed carry, you have to announce, keep your hands in plain sight, and say immediately, hey, I have a concealed carry license, and then listen to what the cop says. However, they're changing that law, maybe, to where you don't have to tell the police. The police should already be expecting that everybody's armed. That's what they're doing. And I don't know if I agree or disagree with that 100%. Most of the time, the cops will run your plates, and I'm sure they've got something that says you've got a concealed carry, but still, who knows? Who knows what it's going to be? I don't, I agree with the fact that you shouldn't have to have a permit to carry a gun, regardless if it's concealed or not. But I believe that it would be smart for people to have to do some sort of training. I mean, I can't imagine Heidi she could today or tomorrow. We'd get up early. She'd go down to the gun shop. She could buy herself a big Desert Eagle 50 cal and put it on her hip and go shopping, go do our grocery shopping, and have never fired or handled a gun ever. I think that's kind of dangerous.
It is.
Heidi's sometimes a little accidental, and that would be a pretty big accident dealing with that gun. So I think that training on some level should be done. I mean, even with me handling this handgun just in the last day or so, I can't believe how much I have screwed around and didn't. I mean, there was so much that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot, that this, and the magazine's got to be out on this one, and the last round ejects, and just all that stuff. I forgot all about that stuff. It's been so long.
Yeah, we're not gonna open carry.
Yeah, we won't open carry.
All right, you need to shut it down.
Shut it down. Any questions
Herbie
on
says,
classes?
shut it down.
I'm looking for a 1-day course. I have guns. I just need my CC. I don't know where you at. Shawnee Grace. It's got to be where you're looking. Yeah. Where are you staying at? It's all with location. I know in Alliance, Ohio, they say the best one to go to is the one. It's Joe Weimer.
Yeah.
That's out on 225. He's a cop.
Wire.
Yeah. However, if you the place that we were at, they were holding their class. They hold it almost every Saturday. They're very busy, and they do a very good job. Yeah, definitely contact each other. There's a lot of places to get your CCW.
Yep.
For sure.
Oh, that's
not an option. All right. Heidi said we're going to close it out. That way she can get some sleep. That way I got to put all this stuff away. We got to put the slide in. All that stuff.
We'll see y'all later.
We have CCW and guns. I know her. All right, guys. Oh, Thunderbird, you just showed up. We're just closing down. Nope, I'm just teasing you. I understand. Yeah, we're leaving. We've been on here a little bit. Heidi's got to go to work tomorrow, and we had a few trolls that we got to deal with, and it was a lot of fun while it lasted. But I think we were being trolled a little bit more than what I'm used to. And Heidi said, I asked Heidi, I said, what should I do? Should we stop? And she said,
Do it!
I said, are you sure? Can't we stay and just maybe a little longer?
Just do it!
And that's what she said.
Uh-oh.
Get dirty looks. Okay, hey Herbie, go save yourself.
We'll see you guys all next week at the IX Center.
Yeah, anybody that's going to be up the IX Center, just shoot us Facebook message something, and if not, if you see us up there, just throw a rock at us, and bring a pocket of rocks. It won't hurt me. Just bring a pocket of rocks and throw it. First time on one of your streams. Nice job. Thanks. We just chat. We don't do anything exciting. Don't have any kind of format. Sometimes we have something we want to talk about. Most time not.
He always has something to talk about.
No, something of substantial value. Not just chattering of an ape.
Right.
Please consider setting a reminder and joining us. Second live stream this Thursday. We might be able to do Thursday. Yeah, we might be able to do Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how to do you know how to click on there and do a reminder or something?
You got me touching the screen now.
Yeah. Go to channel and then we got to do the bell. Do that bell. Maybe that's it.
No.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah. You hit
Oh,
the
okay.
bell.
All right. Hopefully, yeah, we might be able to do it Thursday. Okay, guys. Should I bring cider? Ooh. Man, you know what I miss? That apple pie. Apple pie moonshine. All right, let's quit talking about that. I didn't think you could private message on YouTube anymore. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea, to tell you the truth. So I guess it'd be Facebook or...
They knew each other.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And play 1 to 100. Yeah. That 1 to 100, that was fun. Remember that? We was writing that crap on paper.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
All right, guys. As always, we hope to see you out there. Bye.
Yep, bye. Oh, I gotta turn this off.